Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're finally all here, so let's get on with it.
Well, get in the fucking game, you son of a bitch, before I fly over there and cut you. Just a little cut.
Okay. Paper cut.
Yeah, just a paper cut, you know. Mostly I'd just be going over there to, have a pint, but I'd have to cut you. I'd have to inflict some kind of violence on you.
Of course.
Wouldn't be me otherwise.
No. Definitely would not.
Alright. Okay. So, I guess we'll begin. In our last session, you all plunged deeper into this cave, uncovering its secrets. You met the child wizard Aaron, who was the apprentice to a mage, or so she said. And as you later discovered, that mage that she was apprenticed to was the mastermind behind all of this, so to speak. You discovered his plot. He had been using magic and these attacks to gather bodies as part of some horrific ritual to summon a demon from the abyss. You gathered your strength and yourselves. You found made what preparations you could, found items and weapons to aid you, and you plunged into the final ritual chamber where we stand now. Surrounded by corpses, you saw Gallic Allseer, a human wizard with disheveled robes and filthy matted long hair and feral red eyes, and his servant, Veckin the Hungry, atop the back of a warg. And you did battle. You destroyed his servants. You destroyed his minions. And finally, you even managed to destroy Gallic himself. With some creative use of magic and other maneuvers to get around a protective wall of fire he had summoned, you killed him and stopped his ritual. At least, you stopped him from completing the ritual, as your gnome friends, Ish Allmine,
Friend is a
took
strong
it
word.
upon himself.
Very interesting.
A very strong word. Ish took it upon himself to see this ritual through himself. In a moment of distraction, as the rest of you were recovering from this battle and letting the peace settle, Ish grabbed a corpse from the surrounding ring and dragged it to the red rift, that crackling abyssal tear in reality from which the demon would be pulled. And he dumped a corpse inside of it. And when we last left off, there was a moment of silence before the rift exploded in violent red light. All of you recoil, pushing back, hands over your eyes, stunned for a moment. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust back to the darkness of the cave. And you see Ish standing in the circle, the rift momentarily gone. Nothing seems to happen. Until, with a violent quake and tremor, a blast of shockwave through the air, pushing back Zale, Katu, and Morish 5 feet, the rift reopens, tearing in reality again. And Ish, in your mind, you hear a voice say, "I require a soul." And you stand there, the rift is open before you. You have a moment to react as you stand and stare into its open, gaping maw. It seems the lifeless body that you gave it was not enough.
We have a moment to react.
What will I get in return?
You do not have time to ask the question.
Okay.
Are we rolling initiative?
I threw myself in.
Ish would be Ish is close enough to it. Yeah, yep, that's his decision. Ish, you throw yourself into the rift. The first thing I need you to do, I need you to make an Arcana check with disadvantage because of your exhaustion. And you can use your Whisper in Shadows on this if you like.
I will use my Whisper in Shadows.
Alright.
I can't remember how it works, but I will use it.
Yep, so you just roll your check and then roll a d10, and your check is at disadvantage.
Arcana. Okay, there we go.
That's a natural one.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Go ahead and roll your Whisper anyway. Your
What is
d10.
Whisper? Yes.
Yep.
Could have went better.
That is a 4. Okay, well, let's see what happens first. Okay, what happens on a roll of 4 with Whisper and Shadows? Okay, interesting. Okay, 4. A wave of indoctrinating psychic energy surges from you. All humanoids within a 30-foot radius must succeed on a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed by you for 8 hours.
I have advantage against bitch. Yes.
So that would be all of you, actually. I need all of you to make a Wisdom saving throw. And Ish, your body is subsumed and destroyed within the rift. There is a moment where you attempt to resist. Well, all of you fail. All of you fail. You attempt to resist as this demon, your will, you attempt to superimpose your mind over this demon, almost like a reverse possession, trying to take over its body. But it's far too strong and your magic is far too weak. With one last pulse of psychic energy from your whispers and shadows, you are destroyed and no more. As in your place, a ravening demon, all black, scaly skin, bright yellow eyes emerges. Four spindly limbs, teeth like daggers, wings spanning behind. And immediately, in this moment, a purple blast of psychic energy pushes out from it, and all of you fall under this demon's spell. You are charmed by it.
So Ish is gnome more?
Ish is gnome more. You're correct.
Your next PC has no legs for that.
How did you know what I rolled?
All right.
Wheelchair accessible dungeons only from now on.
No, sorry, I am not very politically correct. So every dungeon is going to be specifically designed to make your life as difficult as possible.
Okay.
Yep. In any case, the 4 of you stand there. You have a moment as your hands go to your weapons and you try to resist. And then the psychic energy rushes over you in your minds. You are pacified. The demon emerges from the rift and the rift closes behind. It takes a tentative step forward, hands over the ring of bodies. It moves towards you, Morish, and it looks at you. And you stare at it and you see it as a friend. Is there anything you do in this moment?
What does... Can I speak to it?
You can.
Does it speak Abyssal?
You don't know, but it might.
I will speak to it in Abyssal and say, what do you need?
I need to be fed. And it's going to make a bite attack against you.
Okay. It's worth a go. Misses.
Not very
That's a
nice, though.
15. Oh, that misses.
Misses.
All right. The demon reaches its hands out to grab you, and you shy back. And immediately as it makes the attack, your charm is broken. We are going to roll initiative now as all this happens. All right. So I'm going to have all of you... Well, it's not showing up on the turn tracker for some reason.
Oh, no,
there it is. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, at the top of the turn, Zale, you are charmed by this demon. You see that Morish, whose the spell has broken on him, you feel a surge of protective energy as you need to rush to protect your master.
I will dash to Moorish then. So that's 60 feet. 5, 10, 20, 50. And I will just take up there, and that'll be my turn.
Well,
I thought a dash was an entire turn.
a dash is an action, yes,
You still have
but
a
from
bonus.
your position, you could have moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you didn't have to dash.
No.
I'm going to require you to make 2 greatsword attacks against Morish, my friend.
Normal greatsword attacks?
Yeah, if you want. They can be just normal.
Okay, cool.
Verbosity wants to know how many divine smites you have left.
Yeah,
None.
Miss.
That's a 12. Holy shit, okay.
Miss.
And 15.
Okay.
Hey.
Wow. Borish, immediately flanked and surrounded. You see Zale coming out of you out of nowhere, his greatsword raised, and you duck back. The first swing smashes the stone at your feet, and the second one you duck under as you feel your hair is cut by the pass of that massive blade, but you're still intact. The demon's turn. It's going to make an attack against you, Zale. Another bite attack. Wow, okay.
Fucking
Whoa.
go!
Alright, and your charm is broken.
Yes.
Alright, it's going to make... it still has 2 claw attacks. It's going to make one against you, Morris, and one against Zale. Whoa, okay,
Miss.
okay.
Oh, yes.
Wow,
Oh.
alright, both miss. No, it's not an advantage. These are just straight attacks.
Okay.
So, wow, okay. So, this demon, having just emerged fresh from the abyss, its flesh is soft and fresh, still slimy, as if it is a young and immature creature, and its movements are jerky and uncoordinated, and both of you manage to duck and dodge, avoiding the swing of its claws. You are intact for the moment. Morris, it is your turn. Their charm is broken.
Okay, first things first, I'm going to use Misty Step to jump behind Kieran.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Misty Step. Whatever, it doesn't need to be rolled. But yeah, Misty Step, so behind here. And then I'm going to make an unarmed strike against him.
Okay.
Because I do +0 damage on my unarmed strikes. Will that get him out of
It
the
would be-
charm, or will that not?
Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Straight intelligence check, yeah?
Straight intelligence, yeah. 12. Okay. I would say that's enough to recognize that it's likely the demon itself that has to make the attack to break the charm.
Then in that case, I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the demon.
Alright, go ahead.
1.
16 hits.
2, and then a nat 20.
And that 20. Alright, hell yeah, man.
Okay,
Okay.
so damage for the first one. 7.
7. Nice.
And then damage for the second is... Then I roll another
13?
d10, do I?
Roll another d10 on top. Yep.
So,
Alright.
16 on the second.
So, got it. So that's a total of 23 points of damage. Pretty good. Alright, as you bring your sword up and blast 2 crackling beams and strike it across the chest and face, it growls. It doesn't look particularly hurt, but it's a good start. Anything else for your turn?
I've used both. No, that's it. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay, got it. Kieran, it is your turn. You are charmed by this creature. You feel compelled to protect it.
Mortified that Moish would, what do we call it? Get an episode and attack an helpless civilian. Kieran is gonna pull out his short sword and do a shank
Oh
with
my
a natural
Oh,
20.
buddy. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do you do double the dice, yeah, or just times it?
Double the dice.
Okay, so let's just type that slash R.
And no sneak attack on this one, unfortunately.
Oof.
All right, so 17
Oh
points of damage.
my
Still
god.
Nice.
max
yeah,
damage.
Nice.
that's a pretty solid hit. Nice.
Oh.
All right, as Kieran whirls back, putting his short sword and holding it in one hand by the spine and bringing up his short sword, and stabs you clear in the chest, finding some gaps in the scales of your armor. Oh, nice, good save. All right.
And with that, he's then gonna run. Oops, hold on, sorry. 5, 10, 15.
Will that draw an attack
20.
of opportunity?
Would more? Yeah, I was gonna say, would Morris get an
25.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he does. He does.
You can if you want. Yeah. Yep.
If I want.
It's up to you. I did just quit you accidentally.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
not your fault. That's the thing.
Yes, he doesn't expect a thing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Got it. Katsu, it is your turn as well.
Yeah, so she is going to run up and try and grapple Zale to make it easier for the demon to kill it.
Oh, you fucker.
Got it. All right. All right.
This is-
Make all right. So Zale, make an athletics check. Katsu, make an athletics check. 15. 18.
Go on, Zale!
All right. Zale, you champion, man. As Katsu attempts to grab you, hulking muscles wrapping around yours, you are stronger still. Break off her hold. You're okay. Now it comes back to your turn, unless there's anything you want to do with your bonus action, Katsu.
I don't think there's much I could do, so no.
No worries. Okay. We come to you, Zale.
I'm going to punch Katu square in the face.
Okay.
Attack the demon.
Does that does that
That-
hit you, Dave?
Yes.
All right. So that's gonna be 1 plus your strength modifier, damn 4. All right. I do not believe you are charmed. Tell you this. Tell you what. Katsu, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. 2. All right. No, unfortunately not. The blow might rock your skull just in just such a way to get you on your feet, but nope, unfortunately not. Super high DC on that. Let's DC like 16 or something. All right. So that's one of your attacks. You still have another if you want.
If I leave, I get 2 opportunity attacks, so I can't really do anything. So I'm gonna swing at the demon.
Okay.
I'll make this this will be a greater weapon master attack, so -5 to hit.
Got it.
Oh, so it's 5, yeah. Fuck that.
Oof, yeah, that's not gonna do it, unfortunately. You take a great overhand swing and swing down, but the demon shies back, and you only smash stone. All right. Is there anything else for your turn?
Oh, I'm just. I can't stay here, but I have to. But I have got a high AC. Fuck it. Right, I'm gonna try and move away. So.
Okay, got it.
5, 10, 30.
So,
2 opportunity attacks from Katu and the demon.
and one from Kieran as
You
well.
move past me.
Yeah, go elsewhere.
Please don't make me hit you.
Over to the pillar on the right.
That would go past Kieran still.
Like, if you're here, right, you go maybe.
Oh,
this way,
yep.
Yeah,
And then down there.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Katsu, make an attack against him, and the demon will swing. 14! Wow, you lucky son of a bitch.
That
As the demon
misses.
attempts to flail, it does. Flail and swing with both arms. Katsu,
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry.
Needs to make an
I'm gonna
attack.
need you to make a great club attack.
Yeah.
17?
Misses.
Oh.
Misses!
Ooh.
Lucky, you son of a bitch. Okay. Nice.
That's my turn.
All right. Yeah, as you duck and jive and move, and you feel the hammer glancing off your armor and the demon's claws scraping against steel, but you make it through unharmed. Now we come to the demon's turn. The demon is going to use its frenzy. It chooses up to 5 creatures within 30 feet and makes a melee attack against each. That's going to be all of you. Its first one's going to be Katsu. It's a 14 to hit. Does that hit?
Nope.
Is your AC 15?
15, yeah.
15. Nice. Okay. So the demon charges and leaps with both claws extended, sweeping out, but you duck under the attack, and your charm is broken. The next one is going to be against Moorish. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. As the demon leaps and pounces and drives you to the ground and slashes you with both claws as you take 11 points of damage. Next is Kieran. 13?
Misses.
Misses. Lucky. Okay. Its aim is off as it smashes into the pillar next to you, and it scatters and spins on its heel. Still slices up at you, but you duck back. It only cuts hair. And lastly, Zale. Frenzy. Did that go through? One, two, no. Okay.
I
let's do
don't think that was a
again.
new one, no.
Oh,
That's a 20.
That hits.
All right. As it jumps
13.
into you and drives its claws into you, finding gaps in your armor and raking out as blood spills from you, and you take 13 points of slashing damage. And it ends its turn next to you. Morish, it is your turn.
Did I kill any enemies last fight before we summoned the demon?
I could not tell you. That was a week ago.
Okay.
If you want to move your hex over as a bonus action, let's say you
No,
can
I
do that.
failed my concentration just now. It's fine. It's not that. It's the ring.
Oh, gotcha.
It's more the ring I'm on about. Whether I got a charge.
Oh
or
right.
not.
Let's give you one charge. Sure. I imagine you probably killed at least one thing.
Then as a bonus. Yes, I'm gonna use 2 charges on myself.
Okay.
To heal.
Got it. Roll your d8s.
Something good. 9.
9. Not too bad.
And then
Actually,
what is as my action? I'm going to shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at the demon.
alright, go ahead.
Oh, and that one.
unlucky.
And then a 19.
That'll do it. Alright, roll damage on that second hit. The first blast scatters off the pillar, almost taking your head off, Zale, but you're okay. 6 points of damage. Alright. Any movement from you, Mr. Morish?
I'm gonna just go down 5 feet to here.
Okay,
And that's pretty much it.
got it. Kieran, it is your turn. Your charm has just been broken. Coming to your senses, realizing what you're facing. What you almost did. What you did do, actually. That blade got pretty deep into Morish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go 25 feet here.
Got it?
Here. Don't have any more spell slots, unfortunately. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to shoot the demon with a... What did we call it? It was the sharpshooter -5 penalty.
Yep, got it. Sounds gravy. 27, that'll do it, man. 22
yeah.
total. Yep. And you do get sneak attack on this.
Oh, hell yeah. The sneak attack's another d6, right?
It's an extra d6. I think it rolls
Okay.
it for you.
It should do. Yeah.
I'm just rolling the damage manually to add the extra
Ah.
10.
Got it, no worries.
Plus 15.
21 points of damage. That's a very good hit, yeah.
I'm also gonna use my 2 charges of Vindiction, so that's another 2d6.
Another 2d6. Okay, got it.
7 more damage.
7. So
28.
28 total points of damage as the bow crystallizes with ice at the tips, and the arrow takes on and is encased with ice like a crystal spear as it launches forward and takes the thing in the chest, driving it back a few feet.
And he's marked as a favored foe now.
Got it. And I think favored foe gives you the extra damage on the attack itself, right?
Yeah, so it's not now, it's the next turn when I hit them, it works. So I
Okay,
need to
got
hit
it.
them to mark them, and then next turn when I hit them again, if I hit them again, then it marks them. Or the damage
Okay.
applies.
Got it. No worries. Alright, perfect. 28 points of damage. That's a very good turn. Anything else for you?
Pray.
Katsu, it is your turn.
Yeah, so Kadu kind of shakes her head, looks around, just kind of confused with what's going on, but slowly focuses on the demon, and it's just gonna charge straight in. So it's 30 feet.
Sounds gravy.
Is there sufficient to hit? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, yep, that'll do it. You can definitely make an attack from there.
Okay, so
28, good stuff, that hits. 12, good hit. And all right, you are not raging.
No, there's nothing else I believe I can do.
Got it. You have a second attack.
You sure?
Yeah, you're a 5th level barbarian, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'll trust you.
16 just hits.
Big.
14. Good stuff. Good stuff. The blows are starting to mount up. This thing is tough, very tough, but you are doing some damage and cutting into its body, and it is starting to show a little bit of wear and tear. It's a young demon, extremely powerful, but also immature. Not that most of you would know that.
Opposed to-
Morris, you might, but the rest of you. All right. Before we come to your turn, Zale.
Oh
Ish
God, why?
yours. Ish yours. You embarked on this quest in search of your brother, your long lost sibling,
Fuck off.
separated from you from
Oh,
a very
Ow.
young age.
There's another one!
burn
Get
it with
it,
all,
get it!
burn it with all the fire, please.
Yeah, now there are 2 of them.
You followed their trail. You heard about the man named Adrian Lux and his hiring of adventurers, and you figured, yes, your brother definitely would embark on this quest. Yes, he would do this, and you followed his trail. You followed everything he went. The farmhouse, the path through the woods, finally coming to the mouth of the cave and following the carnage and the bodies left behind. And you recognized the distinct aftermarks of his arcane power. Your brother always was talented with magic, and finally you come to the mouth, to the final chamber, where you can hear the sounds of battle inside, and you rush through, shield in hand, mace in the other, and emerge at the front of the chamber. Go ahead and roll initiative, it's
Oh, no,
yours.
this one's a cleric. Ah.
Where is my initiative option?
Click on your
Go ahead and click your token. Go to the top left of the screen, and you'll see a button
Where
called
is
Roll
my
Initiative.
Token? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I couldn't find my token.
No worries. 12. Okay. Alright, so you are now currently in the initiative. It is not your turn yet. It is Zale's turn, but we'll get to you.
So we started fighting the demon. Ishmine, Kunj's character, jumped into the
Zale
wall,
is going to
died.
use his channel divinity
Um,
for his vow of
We're
enmity.
eating up.
We'll go
Kunj's
home.
new character just came in.
So I
Okay.
get advantage on both these
Everyone was
attacks, and
charmed
they're
at the
both
start
going to
of
be
the
great
fight,
weapon
other
master
than- and then
attacks,
I
so
came
minus
out
5
first.
to hit.
was
Got
really
it. Fuck
scary.
him up. 24,
That's a
19 hits.
19,
Yep.
so that's 24 damage.
24. Good shit, good shit.
Second attack. But it's with advantage!
That's true. Unfortunately,
That
13's
one misses
not-
anyway.
8's
So
not going to
24
do
damage.
it, no. But one massive slice, cleaving it across the chest, breaking through bones and ribs, and this black, oily blood flings out of it and spews across the bodies, and you see the bodies begin to melt as if the blood is acidic. All right.
And I am going to try and get away from it.
All right, go ahead.
I'll risk this again. So 5.
It's going to make a claw attack at you as you flee. Wow. 14. Lucky, as again the claws reach out and score across the back of your armor without finding flesh. You're intact for the moment. As it comes to the demon's turn. The demon is badly injured. It's bleeding from multiple wounds. It is going feral as it gains advantage on all of its melee attacks from here on out.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
It's going to make 2 claw attacks at you, Katsu. That's a 15 to hit.
It's
And a 13, 13 to hit will miss. The advantage is active, but it still doesn't do it. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and seeing as you are not down yet, it is going to hook that last claw in and pull you close and take a bite out of your shoulder. Wow, oh wait, that's a 20 to hit. Okay, 11 points of damage, and it regains 5 hit points from that bite. As it tears into you and drinks your blood, you can feel it pulling it out of you like a straw.
I have so
And it's
little
going-
HP left. Dropping me on the ground would probably kill me.
Probably. The demon is going to use its bonus action for insatiable hunger. Zale, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
12. That is a fail. I need you to make an attack, move up to your speed and make an attack against Kieran. with your greatsword.
Not like this, Mr. Big Man, please. Just a little boy. That misses.
13 misses. Nice.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
As you swing up, and you, as if sensing a human opponent, you swing where his midsection would be, and it passes just above Little Kieran's head. All right. That is the end of the demon's turn. Morris, it is your turn.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay.
To regain 1d10 plus 1 HP. And heal 8
7.
hit points.
So 8 hit points. That's not bad.
And then I'm going to cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at the demon.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah.
Do the warlock thing, my man. 10 misses. 14 also misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll end my turn here.
It's, as a reaction, it's going to use magical reflection when it's oh no, that's not a saving throw. It's just an attack roll. Never mind. It could have been bad, but you're good.
Cool.
I should have worded that better. I would have liked to shoot you back with your own
How's
shit,
that?
but whatever.
How's that,
Nope,
Stampede?
too late to
Better?
change it.
Him using my stuff against me? No. This can't be. I wouldn't have fun, not you.
It's yours. You come in. You were sure, so sure your brother would be
Awesome.
here as you entered this chamber. But you don't see him anywhere. Except when you look at that demon, there's the oddest sense of familiarity. Brotherly familiarity in the way it punches and prowls in its feral nature. That's about as much information as you have. Take your turn, my friend.
Okay. I look at the demon and try and put the immediate thoughts of who or what he could be for now aside. And I look around at the party. I know Katu's pretty ropey, but how's everyone else?
I'm okay at the moment.
Zale is absolutely pissing blood. He's barely standing.
And
Looking a little bit beat up, but alright.
Morris?
I'm okay. I've still got about 2/3 of my health after those heals that I
Okay.
just did.
Okay. Verb, is this spell as OP as it sounds? And if so, can I use it?
Are you talking about Beacon of Hope?
Or where is it? Yes, Beacon of Hope.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it maxes out all healing. It's pretty good. But
Excuse
it is
me,
an action
what?
to cast.
It's
Yeah,
it's
so-
a pretty good spell.
So basically, while you're within 30 feet of the guy who casts Beacon of Hope, if any healing is done to you, you don't even roll for it. It's just the maximum amount of the dice.
Oh, I have to do that and heal?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
is that automatic?
It doesn't. It's not a heal in and of itself. It just sets you up for
Ah.
future heals.
Don't you have
Okay.
isn't mass healing word a bonus action? What's the one I'm thinking
Uh,
of?
Yes, it is, but you can't cast 2-leveled spells on your turn.
And I don't have it because that sounded like it actually healed you to me. So I thought, what's the point?
Fair enough.
I do have Prayer of Healing.
That's a
which-
10-minute casting time.
Okay, I don't have Prayer of Healing.
Punch around, let's go.
I do have Cure Wounds, but it requires a touch. Sorry, my OP spell that I thought I could have used, I can't.
I mean, you can still use it. Just sets you up for next turn.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I shout, "Hail, hardy adventurers! Let me lend you aid," and I go to here, and then I will cast Beacon of Hope.
All right, got it. I think I have a way to give you an aura, like a 30-foot. It's just 30 feet, right?
It is 30 feet, yes, and it lasts for a minute with concentration.
All right. Can you all see that aura?
No.
No.
Yes.
He can, but you. How about?
Yep.
How about now?
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
perfect. Yep. As Ish, you raise your club high, or what are you wielding right now? Is it a mace, or do you not have a weapon?
A mace, I believe.
A mace. You raise your mace high, and it begins to glow with this golden, heavenly light, and it casts a light over all of you, and you begin to feel a little better. Not, just a little
Except
bit.
for
Katsu, it
Morish.
is, except for Morish. Anything else for your turn, Ish? Yours.
I can't do any spelly things as a bonus, can I?
Not unless you have any cantrips as a bonus action, which I don't think
No.
you do.
No, I don't. They're all actions.
Alright.
Okay, no, that is me.
Katu, it is your turn.
Kadu is in absolute bits after being put down by the demon after getting her shoulder jumped off, but she's just gonna aim and just swing.
Got it. Go ahead. 18 hits.
Good hit.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. Solid swing. Crunching its bones. 24 definitely hits. 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Doing some pretty good damage to this thing. It's starting to look a little worn down. Alright.
Sorry, I missed that healing thing. How much did we heal by?
Nothing.
It's nothing yet.
Unless you heal yourself on this turn.
Any healing done within that gives you just max healing. No roll read needed.
Hang on, I need to roll a d6 real quick, because that...
You also get
okay, it doesn't matter.
advantage on death saving throws, Dave, just in case.
Thanks, baby.
No problem.
Probably
Right,
going to be
wisdom saving
useful.
throws.
Anything else for your turn, Katu?
Nope, I cannot do anything else.
Got it. Kieran, it is your turn.
Okay. So is Zale still charmed, or was that just like a one and done type of thing?
He was charmed until the demon attacked him, and now the charm is broken.
No. I mean when he ran
Oh,
at me and tried to decapitate me.
You don't know. Make an insight check.
Insight.
17. Okay. Yeah, you get the sense it was one and done. Immediately after the swing ends, Zale is blinking his eyes furiously, looking down at his hands holding the blade. It looks like the effect is over.
Okay, regardless, I'm gonna move away from him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm gonna level a shot at the demon with the -5.
Got it.
Ooh, 15.
20. 15 just misses. AC 16.
Ah, okay, that's my turn then.
Got it. Coming back to the top, Zale.
Zayla's going to move up. Oh. Yeah. And I'm going to throw my 2 hand axes at him.
Okay.
So these would both be with advantage. So
Nice. 13.
Right, first one
unfortunately-
misses.
Misses, unfortunately. 25
one
definitely
hits.
hits.
8 damage.
8 slashing damage. Good hit. Axe carves another wound into its shoulder.
It's the end of my turn.
All right. We come back to the top. It is the demon. The demon is going to lunge forward to get within range and it's going to frenzy, whirling 2 claw attacks, one at Katu, one at Zale. First one is Katu. It's a 19 to hit.
Yep. that hits.
Immediately, as it slashes you through the throat and you go down clutching at the wound, bleeding, holding on to yourself to keep from bleeding out too quickly, as you are knocked unconscious, technically, and have to make death saving throws. Second one at Zale. It's 21 to hit.
I'm also unconscious.
As the claws come down and spear you through the stomach and lift you up off the ground, up off your feet, and you stare into the thing's eyes, and it kicks you off down onto the ground, also bleeding.
So really quick, seeing as 2 players are now down, are you still implementing that grit mode?
Yes, if you want, as you are reduced to 0 hit points, if you want, you can choose to enter a state called Grit, wherein you'll continue to act for 3 rounds, plus your Constitution modifier, so like 6 rounds I think for you, Zale. But you will die afterward and cannot be resurrected.
I have a plan. That's okay. As long as
We
Verb
are-
doesn't say it's wrong.
We don't know
We-
that. We're unconscious though.
This is true.
You can share with me if you want.
The demon is going to lunge forward and make a bite
Never
attack
mind, I'm
against you,
probably dead
Kieran.
now.
Hang on, let me roll a. I mean, it's pointless. I can't do it anyway. But I'm gonna roll a d6. 2. Okay, it does not gain its frenzy again. 19 to hit as you
That
take
does indeed hit.
15 points of piercing damage, and it regains 7 hit points as it bites you in the chest, teeth piercing through your armor, and again sucks blood out of you.
Good
Feasting.
income.
All right. And that is
Oh, I
the
need
end
to-
of the. Well, actually, it still has
Oh,
a bonus action. Morris, I need to make a wisdom saving throw. "15, lucky bitch.
Yes.
As it looks into you around the pillar and it meets eyes with you, and for a moment you feel your body overcome with those whispers again, driving you to commit the most terrible and horrible acts. But you grit your teeth. You're used to this. You fight this shit all the time. You are stronger, and you will not fall this day. That is the end of the demon's turn. We come to you, Morris.
Am I able to give unconscious people potions, or is that not a thing?
You can. It's a full action to feed them, but you can.
I'm gonna feed a potion to Zale.
All right, and that's no need to roll for this because you're within the range of Beacon of Hope. So that's whatever the max amount on the dice is.
2d4
Just
plus
automatically.
2, I believe.
So just
10.
an automatic 10 healing.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2, so 10 heals.
All right. And you are on your feet, Zale, as Morris leans over you and pops the potion into your mouth, and you feel that healing energy course through you, and your wounds close. And you're okay.
And
I'm just figuring out how to get rid of the death save thing on my sheet.
as a bonus action,
You
Oh, I
should
would
be
have
able
fixed.
to.
Oh, never mind.
Should you be
Ah,
able?
there we go.
Should be able to give yourself
Yep.
10 hit points, right? And it'll go
Oh, no,
away.
I found that. If you click on it, it shows up.
Ah,
Okay.
gotcha.
Thank you.
Nice.
so as a
Sorry.
bonus, I'm gonna use my Hexblade's curse on the demon. So
Got it.
once per short rest as a bonus action, you can one creature you can see within 30 feet. I can curse it for 1 minute until it dies. I die or I'm incapacitated. I gain a +3 bonus to damage rolls, score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and regain 8 HP if it dies.
Nice. Got it.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Perfect. Ish yours. It is your go.
I would like to use my channel divinity and do Balm of Peace.
Ah, yes. Nice.
Okay. So
So-
I will move here. That will get Katu.
Mm-hmm.
Here that will get Zeal,
Mm-hmm.
and here that will get Moorish.
Got it. So, what is that? 2d6 plus 3?
4.
4. So 16
So
hit
16.
points to all three of you instantly, as Ish's body lights up with this radiant color, this radiant golden, and as he passes, walks over your bodies, walks near you, that light washes over you, and your wounds close.
Was that 16? Sorry.
16. Yep.
Yep, 16 HP.
Big.
Yeah. All right. So that is your action, Mr. Ish. Yours. Anything for your bonus?
I will shout at the demon. Mine! If there's any part of you in there that remembers me, don't do this. Go back.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for Ishmine.
I like
For
the roll here.
Ishmine. Okay.
For Ishmine, do you still have his sheet up?
Hold on. I didn't expect that. I can get it auto quick on our tab.
No worries.
How fucked is this demon? Can I do that as like a free action? Just sort of look at it.
Just taking a look.
Yeah.
It looks decently hurt. It looks like it's wavering. It looks bloodied.
Okay. Cool.
Did you say wisdom, Verb?
Wisdom saving throw for Ishmine. Yep.
Heh.
That's a natural one. There is There is, in fact, a response as the demon turns its head to look at you, Ish yours, and its mouth curls up in a rictus of a grin. And you realize your brother may well be in this thing, and it seems like he enjoys being in this thing. Is there anything else for your turn, my friend?
No, just an overwhelming sense of disappointment.
Got it. We come to Katu.
Yeah, she's somewhat happy to be slightly less throat cut, but runs in and swings, so she can 2.
Got it. Yeah, it is the barbarian thing. 23 hits,
Yep.
definitely. And you are flanking, so these attacks do have a to hit bonus. Not damage, just to hit. But, alright, 12 bludgeoning, good. 13 plus 2 is 15, which still misses, unfortunately. You slam it in the back, and the second one just glides off its scaly flesh. Kieran, it is your turn.
I mean, I'm fucking here now, right? Short sword attack.
Yes. Alright, stab it. Fucking
Prison
sick.
rules,
Alright, that
bitch.
hits.
That
Plus
plus
2.
2 attack damage.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that fucking does it.
That's 12, yeah. Good
Cool.
stuff. Stab it in the
Um,
face.
Oh, and the D4 from.
And the
damage.
D4. 1. Nice. Not
Okay,
bad.
1 damage.
Alright.
That is me.
Got it. Zale.
Is my vow of
Oh, wait,
enmity
sorry.
still active? Oh,
Oh, what?
Sorry,
What's
can
up,
I-
Kieran?
Can I use my bonus action to make a second attack with that short sword?
Uh,
Without the buff.
are you
modifier.
dual wielding short swords right now?
I'm not, you're right.
Yep, unfortunately. But good shout. Zale, your vow of enmity, it is still active, yes.
sweet, 6. So flanking. So this is going to be -3 on the to hit because they're all great weapon mastering. Because it'll be -5 from the great weapon master, but +2 from flanking.
Yep. Perfect. So at advantage as well. Oh boy.
Ooh,
Advantage
thank
is a
God
good
for
thing.
advantage.
Keep going.
Unfortunately,
No.
well, that's 11.
that'd be
Unfortunately,
11.
still misses. 16.
Jesus.
You still got advantage.
Keep going, keep going.
Yay.
There
Thank
we go.
Alright, so
you.
that's 19. 19 will hit. Roll damage.
21.
11. 21. Good, solid hit, spearing it through the back, almost severing its hind leg. It is suffering, but it's still holding on. Alright, anything else for your turn?
I've got nothing left.
I've got
Alright.
nothing.
My turn.
All
I
done.
come back to the demon's turn. Ah, just one off. I was hoping it would recharge its frenzy, but it does not. Okay. The demon is pretty thoroughly surrounded. It does have a sense of self-preservation, and Ish's personality was mostly consumed, although there is some trace of him. It has goals, it has things it needs to do, and it cannot die here. It cannot afford to die here. It is going to make... Yeah, okay, it's going to make a claw attack against Kieran.
That definitely
25. 8, you take 8 points of slashing damage.
hits.
You're not down yet, so it's going to
Not
make
yet.
another claw attack at you. 20 to hit,
Definitely hits. Now I'm down.
as it rends into you with both claws, and you go down in a spray of blood, clutching
I'm
at your wounds.
Still concentrating apparently, but I'm down.
Yeah, concentration is broken, unfortunately,
Yeah.
when you go unconscious. It's going to turn and make a bite attack against Katu. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so you take 11 points, and it regains 5 hit points. Oops. And now it is going to attempt to flee. So, Morish, Zale, actually all 4 of you get to make attacks because you're not unconscious. So,
Can I make my opportunity attack as a great weapon master attack?
yeah, why not?
Am I allowed to use green flame blade?
Do you have Warcaster?
I do, yes.
Nah, it's 14. I
Yeah,
miss.
then you can.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you need Warcaster, but then you can cast cantrips as a reaction attack with that. 17 hits.
Okay, so the two.
19, so that's 16 on your Great Weapon Master, right, Zale?
Yeah, I
'Cause
missed.
it's-
No, I'm no,
Yeah,
because
'cause
Kieran's
that's
down, so I'd have lost my flanking bonus.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right, unfortunately. 14. So, looks like Katu and Morris both hit. Go ahead and make your attacks.
14.
14. That's
Um,
plus... Oh, wow. Okay.
Hang on.
And you still have It's 1d8 from Green Flame Blade, and then what does your Hexblade's Curse do? Is it like proficiency bonus damage? Or
+3 bonus to damage rolls, yeah, so I get an extra +3 on top
Okay.
of that.
so
And
that's
then
17.
And then I need to do
your
Green
D8s.
Flame Blade, yeah.
So we'll start with Katu's damage because it's simple. So that's 5 plus 19 plus 3 is 22 points of
Hey,
damage.
what's going on, Astro? How are you?
The second hit. Alright. It attempts to flee. It attempts to flee. As all of you whirl out and swing with your attacks, a green flaming greatsword cutting through, carving in and slicing a burning wound. Katu, your mace comes down and smashes it upside the skull, and it drops at your feet. For a moment. Ish, mine. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw as the life force of this thing is temporarily disrupted, and you have a moment to take control. That's a
Oh,
natural
no.
20 this time. All right.
Finally.
Go ahead and roll a d10 as well as Ish taps into the power of his whispers and shadows. That's a 6 for a total of 29. The demon, brought down, badly injured. In a moment of weakness, staggering. Ish, you feel you have your moment. You reach your consciousness forward and take the reins and take control, and you sense what this thing senses. Its eyes, its touch, its alien sense of smell. As you take control of the body of this demon.
Is the DM.
And the body regains
I am
50 hit
Moorish.
points, but it is on death's door now. It
Kuch.
will... Well, actually, Ish, you tell me what the demon would try to do. What Ish would try to do in this demon's body.
Is the portal still open?
The portal is not open, actually. It is completely closed.
And there's no way of opening it? Or at least no way
There-
that Ish knows to open it?
Ish does not know a way to reopen it, no.
Does Ish still have access to all his spells and whatnot?
You have knowledge of them, but no way to cast them. At least no way that you know. This form is new to you.
Okay. Ish would, did Ish not move, or sorry, did the demon not move already?
The demon attempted to move, but because Zale has Sentinel, it has lost its movement. But basically, tell me what it's gonna do next turn, assuming it survives.
Use its action to disengage and run like the wind.
Okay, you got it. All right, we'll come to that. Morris, it is your turn. You sense a change in the demon as your blade cuts through, and its body staggers, and it looks injured. And then it shifts, the limbs jerk, and it turns to look at you, and the look in its eyes is almost familiar, as you remember your lost and subsumed friend Ishmine. That feral hunger.
You mean the little
greed.
bastard who tried to get the voices to take over? Who I've been waiting for to get a chance to hit against. Yeah, I'm gonna swing my greatsword with Green Flame Blade at this motherfucker.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Oh, do we get opportunity attacks again?
Not now, not now. We're coming back to Morris's turn.
It's a 19.
Oh,
19. That definitely hits.
So I get 2d6 plus 8, technically. So 15.
12. Nice. And then your green flame. So another 4 points of damage on top.
So then
Right,
plus-
nice,
yeah,
good
so-
hit.
So, yeah.
So
Cool.
15, 19 total.
Yes.
Got it. Ish, yours. Like Morish, you also sense the change in this thing. And you recognize your brother in its haunted eyes.
Mine, this is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. And I cast Guiding Bolt.
Alright, since it's in melee with you and it's a ranged spell attack, it would be at disadvantage. You could step back, but you'd provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, I'll just
Alright,
do it wrong.
got it.
So disadvantage, you say?
A disadvantage, yep.
Okay.
19, okay. 16, just barely hits as you blast this thing with radiant power.
Okay. This is really gonna hurt, possibly.
13
that
points of
much.
decent hit. As the
Radiant
light
as well,
blasts
Herb,
and sears
if
into
that
it.
does any extra.
It does not, unfortunately. It's vulnerable to cold, but not radiant. Alright, as you blast the thing in the face with searing divine energy, and it also, the next attack against it has advantage. We'll say, why not? We'll go with that. Anything else for your turn? It's yours.
Tears are streaming down my face. As I
Alright,
know my brother's about to die.
unfortunately. Katu.
Bonk, I suppose. Not.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hit that, but
No worries. Yeah, I mean, yep, that definitely hits. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Getting this thing real close now. 15 misses, unfortunately. Alright. Don't suppose you have any bonus or any movement you'd like to do?
I do. I can't move around the other side of it to get flanking to anyone, can I?
You could. Yeah, you could circle it.
Like that's without kind of any kind of attack run.
As long as they leave their range.
Yeah. So as long as you don't move, yeah, well you can't move through it, but you can circle around it like Dark Souls.
When you
So
go
like you
there.
can move here, yeah, exactly, and then there. Yeah, that'll do it. So any other attack against it will have advantage. Kieran, I would like you to make a death saving throw. At advantage because you're within the Beacon of Hope.
I'm wondering if maybe I should just enter grit and try to do more damage to this thing.
No, no.
If you want. I mean,
Yeah,
it would kill
you
your
have advantage on
character,
death
but...
save.
Let's just do the death saves.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
20.
that's a natural 20. You stand up with 1 hit point.
Big.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Immediately.
whether it is too sad or not.
No, I'm actually. That's actually great. That's
Yeah,
very rare.
And that happens at the start of your turn as well, not the end.
No way. Yes. All right.
Yes way.
Disengage. Disengage.
No.
25.
Go
Yep.
big or go home.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I'll let you know it has 6. It has 6 hit points. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes!
How do you want to finish this thing?
Just stand back up and kind of.
No, you got like
Look in the eye.
Matrix flip up off the floor or some shit, mate. Come on.
All right. Badly
Oh,
injured Kieran, hanging on by a thread, you stand up, grab your short sword, and with one lethal lunge forward, ram it through the eye up to the hilt. And the thing stiffens with your blade in its cranium, and it fixes one beady yellow eye on you. And you recognize Ishmine in that eye before the beast slumps down, slain.
Fuck yes.
I'm gonna spit on it and say good fucking riddance.
I drop to my knees and wail.
Indeed. The silence comes over the chamber. As Ish yours, this gnome new to all of you, this hale and hearty, healthy gnome in armor with a shield, pretty much the opposite of his supposed brother, falls to his knees and cries over the corpse of this demon.
I'm gonna just sit down.
Friend of yours?
Sorry, what was that, Kieran?
I'm friend of yours or something?
He was my brother.
I'm sorry that he was your brother. Must have had a tough time.
Yeah.
He was your brother. I'm sorry he was your brother.
Yeah. Well, he's adopted. He came just in the nick of time.
Zale stabs the demon in the thorax and just says, "My condolences."
Give it another go. So is the rift
He
completely
may
gone
have
now?
had his faults, but he was good once.
I mean, he kind of gave himself to a demon or something.
He's
Yeah.
He's pretty good now.
Yeah, I like him better.
At
I'm
least I
I'm
like
sure he
him
had
like
his
this.
reasons.
Okay, is the rift gone? Bud?
Oh, yes, yes, the rift is gone. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. The rift is indeed gone.
Cool. Is there anything else in the room, or is it just what we can see? Like behind, because I don't really. Like over here.
Actually, yeah, let me put the there are still the corpses of, Gallic and Veckin the Hungry. Let me put those back down, and those bodies are still there. But other than that, looking around, the chamber is smooth stone and corpses. You don't see anything else, but there might be something on those bodies.
Alright, yeah, I'll search the wizard, I suppose.
Yep, go ahead and make investigation checks, and yes, Kutch, you may do that.
Oh god. It fills me with anxiety when you say that.
Wow.
I would like to cast Speak with the Dead on my brother's corpse.
Mm-hmm. You do so. What questions would you like to ask?
Are you now at peace?
I will never. I don't know how to do an ish voice. I will never be at peace until all is mine.
The music's so fitting.
You had my love and everything. You needed no more. Please now be at peace.
You receive nothing but silence in response. The brother that you once knew may well have been gone a long time before you came here is yours.
Can I do what do you call it? Last rites with him?
Yes, actually, you can. And you kneel over the body and you break out your materials, candles, holy water, everything you need to send a soul on to its rightful place. Go ahead and make a religion check with advantage. 9. Okay. 12. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's a peaceful, quiet little ceremony amidst this carnage and chaos as you send your brother on. And it's hard to say. You don't have eyes beyond the divine gate. But perhaps some good has come of this. Who can say? Alright. So that will be it for that. Let's go. Morish, I assume you're checking the body of Gallic Allseer there.
Yeah, with the 18, yeah.
Alright. You don't find any coin or gold on this man. In fact, you find a great deal of, like, odds and ends. Like, you find bits of flesh dried into, like, a jerky-like consistency. You find slivers of bone. But most of it seems unremarkable. But you do find one odd item. It's like a necklace around his neck. Sort of like a string with these 3 bluish crystal skulls on the top. Or sort of like mounted like gemstones, basically.
Okay.
Let me... is there a way I can share this? Yes, I can. I will put it in just your journal for now, and you can share that if you so desire. Alright, Zale, Katsu, what's that 18 investigation check for? What were you looking at? The bodies, or...? Hang on, Dale went AFK. We'll go with Zale. With your 5 investigation, as you go over the body of Veckin the Hungry, you do find a coin purse with about 50 gold pieces inside. I'll say let's 53. But nothing else of interest, unfortunately.
Okie days.
Right.
So do I instantly know what this does, yeah? What you've just given me?
I'll say yes. As you touch and hold the necklace, a sense of knowledge rushes through you as you understand their purpose.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna get
And
punches.
right now the skulls are indeed glowing like a very bright blue light.
I'm gonna Will I be able to see them then?
Nope. The skulls just light up.
Okay. But they're glowing brightly at the moment.
They are.
If I walk
Can
away
we see it?
from the circle, do they get dimmer?
Maybe a little bit, but it's hard to say. And yes, Zale, you do see Morris holding this necklace in his hand, and there are these sapphire skulls, basically, along this necklace, and each of them are glowing with this blue light that's quite noticeable in this dark chamber.
Do you think it's wise that the man prone to violent outbursts being controlled by a demon picks up the necklace of a clearly insane sorcerer
I mean,
who recently tried to summon a demon?
are you saying this in game?
Yes.
Yes, and obviously can hear you. I mean, I can tell you what they do if you like. They're nothing sinister.
If you know what they are and you share them
Yeah.
with me?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
because
Because obviously,
Would you like me to
I've
show it
seen
to
is
everyone, or?
I mean, Zale's asking the question, so I'm going to walk over.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm just going to tell him as he's asked. So,
because all I've done is I've like searched this body. I've looked up. You've picked up a necklace,
Yeah.
3 glowing skulls off the insane sorcerer, and you're like,
Yeah. No, I get it. So, as far as I'm aware, I'll show you the necklace in my hand. So you can have a good look at it. As far as I'm aware, if I crush one of these skulls, I can talk to the nearby spirits and ask them a question, and they will answer.
And
You're sure of this?
Somewhat.
as far as
Very
Morris is
well.
aware, yeah.
I mean, we can give it a go now if you want.
No.
Maybe not by the corpses and dead demon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good shout.
Okay. Alright, real quick, we'll go to Katu's 18 investigation, sort of prowling over the corpses. Just general searchage, he says. You do find a smattering of gold, a coin. Let's say, like, 55 copper, 22 silver. Let me write this out. 22 silver, and let's say 10 gold pieces. Just sort of generally rummaging over the bodies and seeing what comes up. Nothing else beside that.
Should we get at some? We need to get some rest in. Kieran looks pretty fucked up right now.
You should see the other guy.
I mean, yeah, I saw. That's a pretty gnarly kill. But we should probably get out of here and go and see if Erin's okay. I mean, you should go and see if Erin's okay. She's obviously not going to talk to me.
Seems like she might not really want to talk to either of you,
Yeah.
apart from this mysterious man with a shield and a mace. What is your name, good sir?
My name is yours. It's yours.
Oh no, you. Oh boy. And that Ishmael is your brother,
Yes. My half brother.
half brother.
Yes, we had the same mother.
And you followed him all this way?
I've been searching for him for years, trying to bring him home
Why?
He was
because I loved him.
Sorry, what was that, Chris? I didn't hear.
Because I loved him. He was my brother.
Why?
Family does strange things to you.
When a man meets a woman,
Okay, look, I guess for now your reason's your own. But yeah, I'm gonna get my wounds looked after.
Did Zale
I can
find-
help with that. And I cast that spell that I wanted to cast earlier that I couldn't. Prayer of Healing.
Okay. It'll take 10 minutes. I believe that's right, right?
Yeah,
Let me
Yeah,
check
10
here.
minutes.
Get a short rest
Okay.
in, or should we get?
I will say you can definitely take 10 minutes here.
Sure.
Unless there's anything else anyone would like to do in the interim.
Did Zale find anything on Vecken's body?
With
just
a little
gold.
bit of gold, yeah.
For do I still have that beacon of hope active?
That lasts a minute, right?
10 minutes. I think. No, hold on.
10.
No, you're right. A minute.
Got it. Yeah, it would not last through the
An hour
casting,
passed.
unfortunately.
Yes. Okay.
But I will say, as you all sit down and as part of Ish's last rites for his brother begins this prayer of healing, about 8 minutes in, Kieran, you actually hear a message spoken in your head. A girl's voice, a familiar voice. It's Erin's voice. She says, there's a bunch of people coming down the cave. I hid, but they're coming. They're going toward you. I don't know what.
Keep going.
That's it. She just says, I don't know, and then the message cuts off.
Can I respond back, or is it one way?
You can actually respond back.
What do they look like, girl? How many are there?
There's 5 of them. One of them is in like kind of these robes, like these wizard robes, and there's a woman in armor, and there's a man in armor, and there's two dwarves, and they have weapons.
Okay, so I go back to the party and I say, so our little wizard friend sent me a telepathic message. Apparently there were armed soldiers and wizards on their way here to us.
Into the corpses.
I don't know what they are or who they are. They're just on their way. Verb, I would like to look if there's like a second exit. Or secret entrance or secret exit, anything like that?
That would, yeah, there's nothing apparent, but if you want to make an investigation check, I need you to pick, like, a specific area you want to focus on, because it's a big chamber, you can't...
Oof. Let's do here. Along
Let's
this
do
wall.
there. Okay, make an investigation check. 15. The first thing you think is, all right, so this is all very smooth stone. It looks almost artificially carved out. So the first thing you look for are like chinks or gaps or any sort of openings, any breaks in the pattern. And unfortunately, you see none.
It. I'm gonna go up here and hide.
Got it.
With the
Alright.
cloak of Elfin.
Yep, got it. Make a stealth check with advantage. And the rest of you?
I've got disadvantage, but I'm gonna try and hide amongst the corpses.
I would say because you're just... No, it'd still be disadvantage. It's really bulky armor, and you're a big guy.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a 2.
Stood
Alright.
up in the corpses.
I'm just on top of it, but like really bright armor on top.
Yeah.
I polished it this morning.
Yep, you just sort of lay atop the bodies, and like, yeah, no, it's very apparent that you are not a corpse. You're a man in armor.
I'm totally buying into it. I believe in myself.
Oh.
Exactly.
Got there first, Noodle.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get
Alright.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna chill actually. Okay.
Alright, just gonna stand in the open.
Yeah, see what happens.
Got it. Katsu, are you attempting to hide, or are you just taking cover?
I kind of taking cover because she's in bits and really needs healing.
Got it. Ish, how about you?
I will stay mourning beside my brother's body for now.
Did
Got
you
it.
add that 8 points of healing, Dave?
No. No, I did.
Ish. Oh, there you go.
Is this?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize that how it ended because you said 8 minutes in. But anyway, sorry, go on.
Well, technically it would be interrupted, but Ish isn't trying to break his spell or anything, so let's say you guys get your healing in. If Ish had attempted to hide or something, we would have disrupted the spell, but it's fine, because he's just, he's continuing the ritual. In any case, you all take your actions, move, Zale clumsily attempting to hide, Kieran much better in the far corner of the room, as the front of the chamber opens, and in walks Adrian Lux, standing in his blue robes trimmed with gold, ornate, standing tall and proud, hands on a staff tipped with this glowing green emerald. Beside him is a woman in armor, studded leather armor with sort of a silvery pauldron on one side, a rapier at one hip, another, a human man in plate mail with a massive great hammer slung over his shoulder, sort of dark brown skin, focused, intense eyes, and two dwarves behind. One, sort of dressed also in leather armor, a cigar in his lips, a blade at his side, and a crossbow slung over his back, and a much bulkier brother beside, without any armor whatsoever, with a great axe, sort of holding it in two hands, also over his shoulders, very relaxed posture. As Adrian walks in and he sees you, Morish, and you, he basically sees all of you except Kieran. He says, "Well, it does look like you fellows were mighty effective. It's quite a lot of damage you left. We had to kick over quite a few corpses."
Well, it wasn't easy.
Zale just stands up in the corpse pile and is like, there's nothing over here.
Adrian smirks and he says, "Very diligent of you. Very nice work. I'm afraid to say, gentlemen, that this was a trap from the very beginning. You see, the artifacts you carry are quite potent, and my goals are incredibly important. You do not understand that which I am trying to stop. I need every bit of power I can get. Frankly, I need it more than you do. Now, I'll make things easy. I understand you all are very injured, very battered. Simply hand your artifacts over. Your ring, Morish. Your gauntlets, Zale. Your hammer, Katsu. And wherever your short friend is, I'll need his bow. I don't see your gnome anywhere. This one looks quite unfamiliar, but I'll make do. Hand these over, and no harm will come to you. I'll in fact pay you for the work you've done today. If you do not, it's going to get messy.
Okay, so quickly above table, are there any no's to me shooting an arrow at his face right now?
No,
Up to
not
you, up to you.
particularly.
I mean, you crack on, mate.
I kind of wanna crack one at him.
Can I shout out, you caused this? You caused this to happen to my brother?
I did not cause this to happen. I simply sent him on a task, and the attacks did need to be stopped. Well, probably way back when. I'll tell you now. Adrian Lux has expertise in deception. But anyway, Adrian says, "Well, I did not force him to go on this job. I merely incentivized him." And that is the end of his response. As he takes a step forward, closer toward the rest of you, and his entourage spreads out, taking their own positions. What do you say, gentlemen? Shall we settle this like civilized individuals?
Yes, let's settle this. And I would like to cast Emboldening Bond on Katu, Seal, and Moorish.
Okay. As immediately, if you wouldn't mind posting the details of that into the chat, as immediately the three of you feel this surge of energy rush through you, this emboldening spirit, as your strength returns, though you are flagging.
Zale feels this, and he starts undoing his gauntlets. And he just, like, tosses them to the side so they fall off. They're just strapped on to the side. They're just, like, bits over the top of the wraps on his forearms. And he just turns to the group and he just says, "I'm sorry, I have nothing left. and there are other people that need me. And he starts to walk out.
Right.
And I want to roll deception because as soon as I get in line with Adrian, I want to swing at him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, make a deception check. Sure.
Please.
And I'll even say make it an advantage. 18's pretty good, man.
And you got a plus D4.
Yeah, you
I get-
can roll that d4 if you want.
I will roll d4.
Alright, so that's a 21 deception total. As Adrian smiles at this and he says, "Wise man, very wise man." And there's a moment of distraction as he reaches into his he just sort of twirls his finger and sticks his hand into like this interdimensional space to retrieve some coin. And he's
Basically what I
distracted. You can
do-
make your attack with advantage if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna as Zale's walking past, he just puts one hand on like his shoulder and he just goes, "That won't be necessary," as like he doubles round behind him and he basically just goes to skewer him from behind with his great sword. So I can make this with advantage, yeah?
Yeah, let's say, because you rolled so high on deception. He's off guard. 15, nice, alright.
Oh,
26,
Nice.
that's definitely gonna do it.
11 damage.
11 damage. As you
I'm-
catch him unawares,
I'm
and
right
he's
behind
reaching
him.
into that, he says, "Oh, not necessary, so magnanimous of you," and then you slam the blade through his back, and cut deep in. The blade does not quite impale him as he jerks forward with the force of the blow. And he turns and he looks and he says, "Oh, you son of a bitch, you just had to do it, didn't you?" Alright. And I will say, if there's anything else anyone would like to do simultaneously as this happens, you get one action. It's
I-
treated like a surprise round.
Can I cast my Eldritch Blast at him at the same time?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely you can.
At the same time,
Can I do
Kieran's
both
is gonna.
of them or just the one?
Both of them is fine.
At that same time, Kieran's also gonna be shooting an arrow.
Okay, 17
Carly is
hits.
throwing a javelin.
Alright, are you all targeting Adrian?
Yeah.
No, I'm going for this chap here. Where is it?
This guy? Okay, got it.
Can I
fif-
still do something, verb, or my thing, the action?
Why not? Let's say why not.
Then I would like to do Toll the Dead on him.
Alright, cool. That's Adrian?
Yeah, sorry, Adrian.
Got it. Alright, so that's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save of 15.
Wisdom save of 15. It's 17. Unfortunately. But, okay, so 17 and 25 will both hit. 11 will miss. 15 would hit Kieran, except he casts Shield in response to this blurry that comes over him, so that misses. So, Morris, both your attacks hit.
Okay. First,
12, nice.
second.
25 total. This, you're doing quite a lot of damage right off the bat to this wizard. Not the tankiest individual known to man. As you blast him with a salvo from all sides, the arrow bouncing off his arcane shield, the arrow, or the javelin, also doing the same as Zale skewers him from behind, and Morris, you almost sort of pincer him attack, driving him onto the tip of Zale's sword as the forceful blasts push against him. Alright, kill him! Kill all of them! I need all of you to roll initiative.
Come on.
Ugh.
Group.
Oh no, I didn't have my fucking token selected. God damn it.
Was it a good roll?
It was a 19.
You know, I will apply it. Go ahead and roll your initiative and I'll just change it over. Because, I mean, I can see it there anyway.
Jesus Christ, Dave, your initiative is shit.
Yeah,
all the
honestly,
time.
mate,
Jeez.
they all rolled pretty good as well.
Descending. Alright. Let me change the music over.
Oh, I'm about to get absolutely fisted.
Oh, at least you did first.
I feel like what I did was cool and I'm okay with that.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
That's
It
what
was pretty
counts.
damn cool.
Let's just take the wizard
As
out.
the woman in the leather armor grabs the hilt of a rapier, she says, "So uncivilized. Well, I suppose we couldn't hope for much, considering the caliber of the menu hire, Adrian, dear. She's going to move in to flank you, Zale, moving behind you. She is going to use her bonus action to cast Shadow Blade, as she takes her rapier and draws it and runs her hand over it, and this black energy coalesces around the steel. This pure black blade. She's going to ram you through from behind with the first attack. It's a 23 to hit. As you take 16 points of psychic damage as the blade pierces through your body and you feel your entire form wither as it feels like the blade is cutting into your soul itself. She says, huh, you're rather tough, aren't you? She pulls the blade out. She's going to make a green flame blade attack with the same shadow blade. So that's another attack against you. 12! Wow! Lucky. Okay. 14. Which is lucky because that would be a total of 28 damage if that blade, as it suddenly bursts with green flames along the outline of the black shadow energy, sweeps out at you, and you spin around and catch it on the front of your breastplate. The flames diffusing. You're intact for the time being. And she says, oh dear. Alright. And that's the end of her turn, as we come to Borodin, who is this big, hulking dwarven fellow, completely naked, wielding an axe. He's going to charge in at Ishior's, because that's closest. He is going to make a... Okay. He's going to make a traumatic blow as he swings his axe with two hands. It's a 22 to hit. Total of... Oh, that's a big hit. 27 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw-ish, as the axe swings and slams into your chest, cutting through your armor and smashing your sternum, and a shock ripples through your entire body. It's a 10. So you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are stunned until the end of Borodin's next turn.
Oof. What happens to my concentration?
Your concentration, go ahead and make another, make a concentration save. Or a concentration check.
Math in my head for 27.
Yeah, so it would be, let's see, 11. Yeah, unfortunately. Half of 27 is, what, 13? You'd have had to beat a 13.
Four.
Well, yeah, well, it, when you apply the damage, it rolls the concentration save for you, unfortunately. So
Right, okay.
we go with that 11. Alright, so that's Borodin's turn. It's his full action to do that. That comes to Kieran.
Yep, I'm gonna level a shot at Borodin.
Borodin, make your attack. I guess at this point I might as well have their names visible.
Oops, 21.
21 hits, definitely.
Do I have any other cool modifiers to make this a bigger hit? No, I do not. Okay, so straight that.
9, still a good hit. 15. Is Borodin? Okay,
Is this
yeah,
blood?
no, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious to see. He does have a rage feature, but it's not like a barbarian's rage. It depends on his hit points. All right, so 15. It's a pretty big hit. Immediately, as the little gnome Ish takes this axe to the chest and falls almost to his knees. You have a moment and bring the bow and fire that arrow straight into his shoulder. Pretty solid hit there. Andrin, the gnome's brother, is going to move in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is going to make... I mean, Ish is stunned, so all of his attacks will have advantage. So he's gonna go with, he's just gonna make 3 scimitar attacks at you, Ish. He's gonna lay into you.
Okay, it was nice knowing you.
So do you have a
That's
backup character?
No, I didn't think that far.
Unfortunately, that's a 10. That's the first hits. Yeah, no, okay, so that's the first 2 attacks knock you unconscious. And he's gonna go for a third attack, which does hit, and you fail 2 death saving throws instantly.
Oh, nice.
It's okay. You can make a character called Ish Hours.
I was literally about to say that.
I've been thinking for like the past 20 minutes. I was like, wait, can I make this dumb joke?
Just an incredibly communist dwarf.
Hey, I found 50 gold.
gnome,
We found 50 gold.
Ish, it's come to this. Your long-standing quest to find your brother. Finally, a solid lead. Finally, making some progress. So close. Only to see what he became and see his end. And then these men come in, these men who say that they are responsible for the end your brother came to. You take that blow to the chest. It rocks through you. Your body is stunned and locked. And then you only are just barely able to turn and glance as this other dwarf comes in behind you, spitting out his cigar from the corner of his lips as he takes a scimitar and he lays into you with 3 strikes. And with that last one, it's not even necessary as he leans over you and he says, I'm mighty sorry about this, fellow. Well, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I like killing, you see. And he swings and takes you across the throat, and you are immediately slashed and blood begins to spill out, and you put your hands over your bleeding throat, trying to hold the blood in. That is the end of his turn. Zale, it is your turn as you stand here flanked by these 2 wizards.
You just see him take the shot from behind, and you can see he's kind of starting to wither, but he's not letting it phase him. He is laser focused on Adrian, and you can see the wraps around his arms that his gauntlets were shielding have started to fall away, and you can see like most of his right forearm is like burnt in like a really weird way, and he's just there and he's just like, I might die, but by God you're going to remember me. And he's going to take 2 Greater Weapon Master swings at Adrian.
Hell yeah, brother. Fuck that wizard up.
That's 18.
That'll hit. Yep, even with his shield up and even with your Great Master. That hits. That's 21.
Damage.
You don't even need the second attack as you, well, you can if you want because it's the first attack only knocks him unconscious. As you blast through and slice through his arcane barrier and bring him down to the ground unconscious, down and unmoving. But, say again?
I'll make my second attack against his unconscious body.
Yeah, so go ahead.
I hit with a 17, so auto.
Yep. So yeah. So immediately he fails 2 death saving throws as you bring your blade down in a 2-handed pile drive directly into the center of his chest.
And he just drops to 1 knee after he's made that, and he's just like smiling.
The elven wizard behind you.
Wait. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah. You do. And
I drop to 1 knee, and you can see behind her, she sort of lets her guard down. As I drop to 1 knee, I just swing around 2-handed, going for a midsection.
All right, make your attack, brother. 13
no,
misses, unfortunately. As she ducks back, but she's not even noticing looking at the attack. She just stares at Adrian. She says, "Adrian, That's the end of her turn. Adrian! All right. That is the end of your turn. Zale. Kordak. This brown-skinned human, imposing frame with his armor and great hammer. He for a moment, his hand goes toward the weapon, looking at you, Zale, and he says, "What are the things young people do? Such fools." He's just going to drag Adrian, moves 10 feet there, another 10 feet to drag Adrian 5 feet back, away from you. He's going to use his action to cast Cure Wounds. Let's roll 2d8 plus 4. Adrian regains 9 hit points. Alright. That is his turn, and he says, "You know, it's not too late, buddy. Give up. We don't want to kill you. We have better things to do. And believe you me, you could be an asset. Adrian hasn't explained what's coming. I could. We could use you."
Zale just replies, "I am done being used by others." And you just see like the burn on his arm starts to glow. It's like a moonlighty thing. It looks like moonlight.
So be it. That's the end of Kordak's turn. Adrian comes to. He, conscious, wounded, still bleeding like a spigot, although the cure wounds help stabilize him. He gives a nod to his cleric buddy and stands up, and he says, I'm afraid I'll have to cut this short. We are on a pressing timetable here, and your friend hits like a fucking truck. Oh, trucks don't exist in this universe.
Like a
Anyway.
fucking court.
Like a fucking carriage, like a wagon. He hits like a wagon. A little, it rolls off the tongue a little less, I think. But he's gonna cast Sleep at 3rd level, so that is. Hang on, let me find Sleep real quick.
It's 9 dice.
Sleep. Yeah. Let's see. I think you're right, but let me see if I can. Can I bring that into the chat? All right, so that's 5d8. Yeah, you're right. 9d8. And that's creatures within 20 feet at a point that you choose. Let's say if he were to center it on himself. Yeah, he'd catch Katu and Zale both with this. Roll 9d8. 39. So that's minus 18. Zale, you are unconscious. Not at 0 hit points, but you fall asleep as the spell takes root. And Katu, you are also falling asleep. As this magic washes over you and both of you, the fight goes out of you like lights. Not pleased about this, I must say. I thought you guys would be a little more reasonable, but I suppose needs must. You do what you will. And yeah, that's the end of his turn. It's yours. I need you to make a death saving throw with your 2 failed death saves.
Or you can enter grit and
Or you could enter. You
Do
could
something.
stand up right now if you wanted to, but your character would be permanently dead.
Yeah. Do I do it through D&D Beyond or
D&D Beyond is fine. Yeah.
where is the option for? I see the death saves, but I don't see how to roll for one.
Is it not able to just like click on
No,
them? It's
no,
it's
there's
a, it's
just
a,
check. There's just checks when you take it off, or if you click on it, it comes up with a bunch of stuff on the side, like when you highlight a spell to the side.
we just roll it
it's
in the chat here. It's just a d20.
yeah, it's just a straight
Oh,
D20
on
roll.
Oh, that's bad.
That's a 7. It's yours. Your quest. So much time searching for your brother finally, and it comes to this. It comes to this as you lay here on the ground at the foot of these 2 dwarves, and you bleed to death, and the last life leaves your body.
Rip.
Morish. Clutching at your bloodied throats, you're not able to form words, but is there any last action you'd like to take, Ish?
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, it does not work that way.
Can I cast Guiding Bolt at Adrian?
No. If
Nope.
you had chosen
Okay.
to enter grid at the start of before the roll, I would allow that, but
Okay.
yeah,
Then
unfortunately.
I have nothing. I just die as a side character.
The light leaves your eyes as the last of the blood leaves your body. Morris, it is your turn.
Can I step round and give Katu a slap on the floor to wake her up?
Let's see. I believe you can wake a creature up. I'm not sure if it does take your action. Yes, you have to use your action, but you can do that.
Katu would be back away. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, got it. You kneel down and you just slap Katu across the face, and Katu comes to.
That's my full action, yeah.
That is your action, but you have a bonus and movement.
I'm gonna step back around up here. So, and just end my turn.
Got it. Alright. Katu, it is your turn.
Yeah, Katu kind of snaps back out of it, nods at Moorish, and will go around the pillar that way to get to Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
do
Yes.
2 smacky attacks.
Fuck him up!
Holy fuck. Okay.
Yes.
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 21. Yeah, that hits. This
Build
wizard has 9
verbosity in
hit points.
D&D.
10. Yeah, you knock him unconscious.
Hit him
And-
again.
If you're next, yeah. 19 hits. It's 2 failed death saving throws again. Merry-go-rounding this guy. All right. All right. Yeah. So
Is
you
he- is
you
he
step
dead?
in. He's not dead. He's has 2 failed death saving throws as he's on the ground. Again, Katsu coming up from the side and laying into him. First hit takes him in the chest and he doubles over, and the second one brings down over the top of his head and it crunches the bones as he goes down. And I'll say this is his second time going unconscious in a very short amount of time. He'll make his death saving throw with disadvantage if it comes to that.
Do it. Do it.
Katsu, anything else for you?
Don't believe so. Does
You
that
have a
count as
bonus
kill?
attack.
Does that count as
You
a
have
kill?
a bonus attack.
It does count as a kill, yes.
Do it.
Then I'll take another swing.
At
Can I-
him,
Can I,
you can
can I
finish
go
it.
with him as well?
Yeah, you can finish him off.
Do it. Do it!
Fuck him up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Yes.
For Ish.
You bring your second your second mace down, and you raise it high over your head, and you smash his skull into a bunch of tiny flying pieces, as Adrian Lux is killed.
Nice one. Yeah, Katu was pretty simplistic kind of viewpoint. She doesn't take well to betrayal, so she was pretty pissed off.
This is the MVP moment of the session.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I take it that's
All
your
made
turn.
possible by Noodle. Thank you, Noodle.
Most
welcome, mate.
valuable play.
I figured like
Yeah,
I could
that is
fire
legit.
off 2 Eldritch Blasts or get the big thing with the big weapon up. You know what I mean?
If you didn't kill him, I was gonna take disadvantage on a range attack just to attack him.
Yeah.
All right. The Blade Singer wizard here, she goes. There's a moment of relief, and Zale, you saw the first half of this before the sleep spell took a hold. As relief comes over her as Adrian stands up, healed by his cleric friend, and now absolute horror and rage, as her husband is felled.
Oof.
Unlucky.
Try again, love.
You don't know what we're trying to stop. You don't know what we fight for. That was a good man.
We would
Far
have-
better than any of you will ever be.
We would have helped you.
I don't know about you, but he seemed pretty bad at explaining things.
She is going to step over the unconscious body of Zale, and she's going to make a Shadow Blade attack at you, Katu. That's 17 points of psychic
that'll do it.
damage. As the blade passes through your neck and severs your spinal cord, and you drop limp. And no physical damage is done to you, but the blade seems to pass through your very soul itself. As you fall unconscious, and she continues on. So it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. And she's going to make a booming blade attack at you, Moorish. So that's a Shadow Blade first, 27 to hit. None. It's not the crit, so it's just a 17.
Yeah.
And then, well, okay, never mind. So Shadow Blade technically has advantage in dim light or darkness, but I didn't declare that at the start, and I did not make that clear to any of you. So technically it would be that crit, but we're just gonna say it's not.
Jesus, how much movement does she have?
40 feet. 40 feet. She is a blade singer, so she
okay.
is plus 10.
I was just looking at the map for a second. I was like, good lord.
You take a total of an additional 13 points of damage, as the booming blade, as the shadow blade is wreathed in this invisible thundering power, and it strikes you, and your whole body ripples with a shockwave. And if you move willingly on your next turn, you will take an additional 3d8 thunder damage,
Okay.
as your body locks up and your joints seem to sort of be like ensheathed with this thunderous power.
Okay.
That is the end of her turn. Borodin is going to move. and he says he has no words for you, no words at all, as he brings his axe down. He's going to make an attack against you.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you are knocked unconscious, Moorish, as the axe takes you in the back. He's gonna keep moving on towards Kieran, but that's the end of his
No.
turn. Kieran,
Verb, can I just jump in a sec?
yeah.
I forgot
Okay.
how that works. I realized this because it's going to possibly change what you're going to do.
You know what? Let's say that kicks in like immediately after Celine has already passed on. But yes, you do stand up with 1 hit point again, as your spinal cord is severed and your body goes limp as that psychic energy severs your soul almost. But you grit your teeth and you stand up. You are far stronger than to be felled by fuckers like these.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot I had that.
No worries, man. No worries. Oridan's turn is over. Kieran, it is your turn. You think for a moment you're the last one standing, and then you see Katu struggling back to her feet in the far distance.
With Horde Breaker, I can level 2 shots at these guys. I'm gonna level 1 at the bitch and the other at the smoker.
Okay.
Both of those are gonna be with -5.
Sharpshooter, got it.
Yep. So 14.
19. 14 does not hit,
That's not really good.
and
both those
unfortunately
miss, I
neither does
guess.
that. Yep.
Damn.
You are enraged, Kieran. Enraged and just watching. They're not quite your friends. You've only known them for a day, but this is to come so far, to do so much, and then to be cut down at the knees like this. Unfortunately, it throws off your aim. All right.
Quick save. Quick save.
Unfortunately. Next we come to Andrin. He is going to move. He's going to make 2 crossbow attacks at you. Short bow attacks, actually. 21. He'll make just the 1 attack. He doesn't.
I'm
He
down.
knows he doesn't need. Yeah. He takes the bow and he levels it and he hits you in the chest immediately after your arrows fly wide. You fall to the ground, Kieran. And that's the end of his turn. Zale is asleep. Kordak looks at you, Katsu, and he just shakes his head. God, I hate it when we have to kill. It's such a terrible thing. And he's going to make an attack against you. That's just the 1 Great Hammer attack. That's a 10. Okay. Okay. He swings the Great Hammer around, and Katsu, you are just still struggling, but you duck under, and the attack goes wide, flames spinning off, trailing after the hammer, without impacting. Adrian is dead. Ish is dead. Morris, I need to make a death saving throw. That's an 8. That's a failure. Katsu, you are the last one standing. What would you like to do?
She just kind of looking around at everyone going down and just screams and swings at. Is this Kordak, is it?
This would be Kordak, yes. 21 hits. 18 also hits. 14, 30 points total. Wow, big hits, big hits. 18 just barely hits too. Wow, this guy's 18 AC. But yeah, no, you swing the Great Maul and you smash him twice in the chest, and you feel bones breaking beneath. Solid hits all. Take it. That's the end of your turn.
Yarp.
All right. We come back to Celine. Barely even looking, her eyes are still focused on Adrian. She raises up her shadow blade, and a firebolt launches off of it at you, Katsu. That's a 10. Okay, that misses. Well, her multi-attack. Well, I guess I'll share. Because her multi-attack makes 2 attacks, one of which can be a cantrip. So, seeing that the firebolt misses, she curses and she charges in to finish the blow, finish you off with the. Except she can't, because that's a 12. As she swings wildly at you, and you still duck out of the way, somehow holding
against
on.
AC?
Sorry.
Does psychic damage go against AC? Yeah.
Psychic damage. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
Doesn't matter. It's cool.
Okay. Alright, we come back to Borodin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does he have a javelin or something he can throw? He does. Yeah, he's gonna throw a javelin at you. And finally, Katsu, you go down. As the javelin takes you in the chest and you drop.
Glad you made them characters, huh?
Oh.
There are... We'll get to that. We'll get to that. There are no words for a moment. The fight ends. Kieran dropped. Morris dropped. Ish dead on the ground. Celine, the shadow blade, the shadow energy disappears from her blade, and she just holds a naked steel rapier. And without a word, she just sheaths it and walks off. Kordak slings the body of Adrian over his shoulder and also walks off. And it's the two dwarves who start the process of stripping you of your weapons. Morris, you're on the ground. You're still conscious, but bleeding out, and you are powerless as he takes your hand and rips the ring, the armor ring that looks like a wolf and devouring your finger. Takes it and pockets it. Walks off. Borodin goes and grabs your hammer, Katsu. And, well, let's just say you're not forgotten about as the other norm.
What if I put the hood up? Can they not see me?
It's a last action.
No.
Hold on.
Andrew was the one. Andrew was the one who took you down with his bow. He goes and grabs your
23.
short bow. Yeah, it's a pretty good stealth roll, man. Doesn't work like
They
that
find
though.
the bow, but they don't find me.
As your weapons are taken, and the party walks off, your artifacts stripped of you, your body's laying there. Morris, Katsu, and Kieran, go ahead and make another death saving throw. It's a 2. That's a failure. Kieran,
Yeah.
once again,
Oh,
Kieran,
you do?
you stand up.
Holy shit.
Save me.
Katsu, you can just roll a straight d20. 19. That's one success. All right. Immediately after the party leaves, Kieran, you're laying there on the ground, the arrow in your chest, and your eyes snap open. You're not dying here. You've done too much to die here. Your weapon's not in your hand, but that's fine. You're still alive. Go ahead and I'll give you a full turn. So 25.
Okay. 25. I'm gonna dash.
All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Morris and Katsu, I need you to make another death saving throw. That's a success. Katsu, that's also a success, Katsu. So that's 2 successful saves for you. Okay. All right, Kieran. If you have, I will remind you. If you want to stabilize an unconscious creature, you can use an action to make a medicine check.
Yeah, that's what I'm
DC
gonna
10.
do. First, I'm gonna move to Morsh, and I'm gonna see if I can stabilize him with a medicine check.
Mhm.
19.
19. That'll do it. As Morris, you're clutching at yourself, still on the ground, not quite unconscious, just unable to move, trying to hold the blood in, but you can feel yourself slipping, your fingers getting weak. As Kieran comes and takes you and moves your hands aside and applies bandages and stabilizes you. You're still too weak to move, but you are no longer bleeding out.
Okay.
Katsu, make another death saving throw, please. It's a 2. That's a fail. 2 successes, 1 failure. All right. Kieran, we come back to you.
If by looking at Ish, is Ish dead? Dead.
Dead.
Can I loot? No, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna move here with the rest of my movement, and I'm gonna see if I can do the same procedure I did to Morish to
Go ahead.
fuck.
It's a 6, unfortunately, but it's not like you fail a death save or anything. It's just unable to stabilize.
How does orc bug I can't speak. How does the orc body work?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. The anatomy is too weird for you. You've just barely
that's
able to
weird.
stabilize the elf of Morish, but Katsu is an enigma in and of herself. Katsu, I need you to make another death save. 19. All right, so that's 3 successful saves. So even as Kieran is trying to apply medicine and heal you and stabilize you, it's not necessary. You're just too tough. Your wounds almost seem to close on your own as you grit your teeth and clench your fists, and you cannot move. It will take another like a few hours before you're able to have the strength, but you know you're not going to die. You know you're strong enough. You're stronger than this.
I'm gonna wake Zale up as well. He's not dead,
All
is he?
right.
He's just asleep.
He is just asleep, indeed.
Alright.
Fucking hell, man.
Cool, so we all survived, except for Kush's
Except-
back up.
Oh, Kutch, I'm
Sorry.
sorry, man.
Oh god.
Hang on. Okay. All right. In the immediate aftermath, is there anything you two would like to do? Morish and Katsu, you are conscious. Just you cannot move or take actions, but you can speak.
I'm gonna go search Ish's
Has anyone got a
backpack.
potion?
Has he got any potions on him or anything?
Well, do you have any potions on you, Kutch?
No, I don't think so.
You do not. Okay.
Is there anything in his inventory that's could be useful, or
It was
I'm
a
just searching
bog
through his
standard
bag?
infantry. There probably isn't anything in there that you don't already have.
Has anyone got any water? Water.
Oh shit! I do have a potion.
I also have a potion, I just realized.
Gib.
Healing.
I'm just gonna go Moorish, and I'm gonna give him my potion.
Okay.
But as I'm doing so afterwards, I'm just gonna use my forearm, and I just want to pin him to the floor, just in case as he comes
Ah.
round, his demon doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Because
don't-
no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's
yeah.
situations of high stress.
Yeah.
Every combat we finished, he goes all matey McStabby,
No,
and Zale knows
I'm-
this.
My mind's gone dirty, it's fine.
Yeah, no, do it.
Careless whisper echoes throughout the cavern.
All right.
I'm also gonna give a potion to Katu.
Okay, got it. I'll say-
my inventory.
Yeah, so both of you regain 10 hit points. You're using a full action to drink those potions, so no
Yeah.
need to roll. Immediately, as both of you come back to consciousness, as it were, come back to life, and some strength returns to your body, and you're able to stand.
That's 10 hit points.
Yeah, thank you. That was. What the fuck was that, man? I'm gonna just stay on
What
the
are you
floor.
saying?
I'm gonna stay on the floor. I'm not standing up. I'm just chilling. Like.
The girl.
What about the girl?
We need to see if she's okay, I suppose.
Verb, do I still have that telepathic link? Was it gone?
That was a message spell, so it's only instantaneous.
Okay.
It only lasts for about 6 seconds.
Oh, I should have given him my other sending stone.
Ah,
Whoops.
How long is
I
it?
mean,
Should we need to get out of here, basically.
yeah, most likely.
So.
this is immediately after the attack, so I would say
Maybe
it's
wait.
not even a
Um,
minute has passed yet.
Okay, maybe
I
we should
mean,
wait.
you guys maybe chill out. I'll take a quick look up ahead and quite carefully and see what's up.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
I would like to stealth.
Stealth. Okay, make your stealth check as you move forward.
Oof, not great.
10. Okay. How far exactly are you keeping from them as you move?
As far away as possible while overhearing.
Okay. Let me make some perception checks, I guess. We'll go with. That's a 10. Okay.
Ooh,
All right. I'll make one more. I guess we'll see. You know what? It's fine. We'll stick with the one. So your stealth is not great, Kieran. You're badly injured. You're debilitated. You're weakened. But you still keep moving. And you manage to keep a distance. And you think for a second as the elven woman looks back that she's probably seen you. And in fact, her eyes pass directly over your hiding spot. But she doesn't do anything. She just keeps walking onward. Interestingly, as you are out there, basically peeking your head out of the chamber, you do spot Aaron actually, hiding as well, but looking after the group as they pass, and you see in her hands some kind of odd crystal vial. That's about as much detail as you can make out from this distance.
how far away is she from home? She from me?
Let's say about 30 feet.
Can I like throw a? No, actually no. Okay, I would like to see if I can try to get to Erin or get her attention at least.
Okay. I will say if you wait for the group to pass, you can do it without a roll, or you could move right now.
I'll wait for them to pass.
All right, you do. Aaron's watching them, and so are you. And eventually they move on, walking more or less straight outside, like exiting the cavern. And then you can reach her pretty painlessly.
Thanks for the warning. You all right?
They didn't find me. I think so. Are you guys okay? It sounded pretty bad in there.
Mostly. Someone did die. Well, two people died actually.
Oh, died.
Mm, like
Okay.
not waking up kind of vibe.
Okay. Okay. I. The. I
But,
have.
Gallic
I
is
have-
dead.
I can help. I can help with that. It's something my master had. A potion. It brings the dead back to life. Just one, right? Just
Yeah,
one.
just one. The other one we don't really care about.
Okay. Despite herself, she does smile a tiny bit at that. Despite the fear and the stress. Okay. I'll go with you.
All right, let's go.
And
Oh, damn it.
you walk.
Never mind.
Sorry, what?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, never mind. I was like, oh, damn
No,
it,
no.
I really wanted to drag off Ish's body and get him reincarnated into something like a bugbear.
So I'm gonna
we-
point out to Erin which is the one that needs to be revived, which is
Hold on,
Ishior's.
we can do Vecin, right?
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna say,
could.
yeah, it's the werewolf guy.
Yes.
No.
I just want to let you guys know. I actually prepared this item in advance. I didn't just bullshit it. I have it completely written up here. But anyway, Aaron approaches, and glancing between all of you, badly injured as you are, she, as Zale and Morris backing off, she gives a little nod of almost of thank you, and then kneels over the fallen gnome.
Just keep an eye on me, Zale.
This is him.
No, I
This
have
is
I
him?
have been the whole time.
Yeah, that's him. He's a bit of a stranger. He came in to try to help us with that thing, and I point to the demon.
She just nods. She kneels over and she uncorks this tiny crystal vial. Really, it's about the size of a thumb, yeah, and very very small, like silvery liquid. She goes over the body of Ishior's and pours it in.
Let's fucking go.
Ishior's. For a moment, for a brief moment, you saw the afterlife. You went to the realm of your god, and you stood and you looked about, you opened your eyes, and you saw your brother. You saw him, not as the creature he died as, not as this ravening demon, and not the frail, feeble, sinewy, feral creature that you did not meet but would have met if you had come a few minutes earlier, but your brother as you remembered him. A child, a gnome child with a big nose and cheerful smile and dimpled cheeks. And in this moment he looks at you and he says, "Yours."
Which is asleep.
Mr. Co-
No,
Yeah.
sorry, I wasn't sure if it was just going on or
No?
pausing for dramatic effect.
No? You have a moment to respond.
Uh, Mine. Is it really you?
I think so. I remember your voice. I heard you. You were helping me, guiding me. I don't know where I would have ended up, but I'm here. I'm here. And I feel okay. I haven't felt okay in a very long time.
I'm glad. I've been trying to find you for many years. I'm glad you're finally happy.
Well, thanks to you. And it's at that moment that you feel a pull on your soul-ish as you are being called back to the mortal plane.
I must
You
go
did-
now.
You have to-
Others need my help.
You have to go? But we just met again. We've so much to catch up on. I've so many stories to tell you.
Don't worry, little brother. We'll meet again soon.
Okay. Stay safe. And thank you. And with that, you are pulled back to the mortal realm, is yours, with 1 hit point and 3 levels of exhaustion. Your body is devastated. You are numb, you are weak, you are barely able to breathe or to stand. But you can, and you're alive, and the child backs away from you. Sort of a faint edge of fear in her eyes, but not too much. Says, welcome back.
Can I immediately cast Cure Wounds on myself?
You can. As you take your hands and you pulse healing magic over your body and close your wounds and regain some strength. And now here the 6 of you stand in this chamber. Zale's grabbing a... Dee's grabbing a drink. Why don't we take like 5 minutes to decompress? I'm gonna grab a
Yeah,
drink as
sure.
well.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to that.
Good shout.
Come back at 6:15. Or 15 after.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do.
I thought for sure that was doing a TPK and it wouldn't have been my fault.
Well, that was absolute insanity.
That
have
that almost was a TPK actually. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I only had the one thing of Phoenix Tears, so I was not going to bring back more than one player. And I'll let you know, the ambush was always planned from the start. Adrian
I
was
anticipated,
fooling
yeah.
me. Yeah. I did not think. I thought you guys were gonna go straight into that fight, like right after. Like you wouldn't have the. I didn't think you'd have 2 boss fights, basically. I thought. Yeah. So maybe you guys would have done a little more damage. Might have actually stood a chance. Maybe you could have won, but not completely wrecked and shattered as you were.
So now, is Adrian dead, please?
He can be reincarnated.
No, I
He
won't
is
allow it.
yes.
Or
He
revivified.
is dead, but there's a high level cleric with him. So I'll let you come to whatever conclusions.
Hmm. Fair enough.
I'm gonna go take a piss and grab a beer, and I'll be right back.
I was sort of jazzed to play my backup character because I made him really cool.
Yeah, I mean, same. That could
That
still
doesn't matter.
happen. You could
It'll
just
happen,
choose
maybe.
to leave the party and die on the way home or something.
Ah, he's in the pocket. Zale suffers a spontaneous heart attack.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, like the second that 20 on a fucking death save for me, I was like, Jesus Christ, okay, I guess we keep going.
When I was like moving around doing that huge U-turn, I kept dodging attacks. I was like, what the fuck? Because thank God for high AC.
That's kind of handy sometimes.
I thought I had high AC, but it didn't matter.
What's your AC?
18.
That is pretty high.
It's the same as mine. But they were clearly like redonk level and had like massive to hits and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, I knew as soon as the rogue did 3 attacks, I was like, yeah, we're fucked. I really wish you didn't have the potion though, because we would have taken you back to town and got you reincarnated. And that would have been fun.
Assuming you can find a cleric with that kind of magic in a place like Shady Creek, which you probably
afford it.
can, but yeah,
That stressed
I
me
mean
out,
it's
man.
definitely possible.
I just
Yeah.
want to see. I just want to see the D100 roll and see what he would have come out as.
Mm. Break the monopoly on gnomes.
I'm glad Kutch didn't die twice, though. I mean, he did, but didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
I'm glad as well.
spending a
'Cause I
week
did not have
making
a
a
third
backup.
character.
Yeah, making a backup character for him to die literally in 3 minutes. You know what I
Well,
mean?
if only
Like,
Ish Allmine wasn't such a backstabbing whore, we could have had the shadow thing going around murking people. Because that thing was insane.
yeah, that chilling
It
rent
was too good.
If Ish All Mine wasn't a big fucking dick, we would have actually won that other boss fight.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean,
we
they're also
did
very
win
strong.
that boss fight.
No, the one against Adrian and his goons. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Would've
That
been-
felt like a
I'll
fight
say
we
it
were
would've
meant
been-
to lose.
It was. They were extremely tough. I reckon might have been possible, but it more would have been like about escaping if you could have. I mean,
Nah.
if you had the resources and the strength, you
You'd have,
possibly
like,
could have escaped with your
Zero
artifacts.
spell slots in any way, shape,
Right.
or form.
Exactly.
You have an Eldritch Blast.
I mean, that's literally all I had left. That all I could do, or Mind Sliver.
Yeah, so I also
Mm.
just had basic arrows. That's all I had.
Is Eldritch Blast a blast? A
Blast.
blast, a cantrip.
Yes, and I get
Yes.
2 of them,
Yes.
and I get my charisma modifier on it as well. So it's
It's extremely OP.
That's pretty sick.
a pretty nice spell. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's OP. It's what you need to make warlocks like even
It's-
usable.
Yeah.
It's like a reliable source of damage because warlocks are kind
Yeah.
of unreliable with everything else.
Warlocks are kind of like the marshals, but casters. You know,
Yeah.
like they kind of do the same role that like fighters do, in that they apply
Well,
consistent
that's
damage
why
round
I've
around.
gone with a multi-class with the fighter and the hex blade to make him
Mhm.
like a lot of melee output
There we go.
Right.
with the
Well-
what is it, green flame blade and whatnot.
Hmm. Well, all right. So that's our 5-minute break. As the group of you stand here, wounded, battered, and nearly broken, but alive with Aaron, and your attackers now leaving off into the forest, presumably with your artifacts in hand. What would you like to do?
Rest. Get out of here and rest.
Girl, is
Um,
there a way to shore up this place so we can take a rest? We are all incredibly depleted of resources. Attempting to venture back to town now would be suicide.
Yeah.
There might be. You could all sleep in my room, I guess. It's pretty small, though.
Can we
There's
ward the
also-
door?
There is one room that used to be. It's all caved in now, but I think if you got rid of the stones and stuff, it'd be pretty easy to protect. I'll just move you into. She is referring to this caved-in chow. Look at Ishmine. You're not here anymore, buddy.
It's
Alright,
cute.
let me just.
Goodbye.
But she is referring to, if you can see the map, this area here. There's a bunch of stones sort of collapsing in over a passageway. I mean, I don't think anything else is gonna come. But I guess you could take like, you could block up this area and just with some rocks or something.
That's probably a good idea.
What's in the other old room?
There was a this altar belonging to this god.
Oh, okay, fuck that. Nope.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's gone now. It had the power to, well, the god the altar belonged to kind of hated demons, and my master smashed all of it up, and he used the power of that altar to open the rift.
I say
Oh.
we just block off this chamber here.
Do we know who the god was?
That is a good question. Verb does not. Let's say Aaron gives you the name, and I'll look it up later.
Okay, can we move? It'll take a while, but me and Katu are dench. So can we move the stones from the caved-in old room and
Yeah.
like move them here?
Okay. Yeah. If you would like to make athletics checks, that's easy enough.
God damn it.
13. I mean, it's not like a difficult task. It just determines how much time it would take you. So it takes you a solid. It will take you like a solid 2 hours, you reckon, to get that done. But
Okay.
you can do that. Create a pretty decent barricade.
And while they're doing that, I guess the rest of us will short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Yeah, very much so.
And then we'll, after we've cleared that, so this part's blocked, and then Zale will move into the room with the smashed altar.
Okay. Let me draw that out. Because why not? Let's say it's like this. And there's a pile of stones right there. Where that altar used to be. Completely destroyed.
It's uncanny.
It's beautiful.
I know. My artistic skills are something to be admired and feared. But alright.
Is it just the altar in the room? There's nothing else in here.
It's a bare stone room. You do see sort of reliefs and engravings carved along the wall. They look like they've been run through, like someone has taken like a massive chisel or a blade and scored through all of them. If you want, you can make a history check to determine them. 15? Not too bad actually. 15. Yeah, actually, it's sort of like a stone tapestry spanning all across the entire length of the room from one end to the next, depicting sort of a history of the calamity told in many great battles throughout the ages. Wars fought between the different planes, the divine planes, the abyssal planes where the demons came from, the hells, and the elves of Malleus Mir who fought against these creatures, backed by the gods themselves. Sort of a history from start to finish, spanning about, well, nearly 500 years. This is all well before your current era, though. Ancient stuff.
Zale's just going to take a knee by the smashed altar. He's going to touch the burn on his arm and then touch the altar and just say like a silent thanks, sort of like a little prayer. And then he's going to beckon the rest of the group into the room, if they're all still stood there or they just haven't moved their tokens.
Okay, I assume we're accepting this room is safe to sleep in. We don't have to search for traps or
Yeah.
on the walls.
The wizard clearly went mad and just destroyed the room and left it. I doubt he laid anything here for anyone else. We should be okay to rest for the night in here, clear out the rock cave and go back to town tomorrow.
Oh, so we want to do a long rest. Okay.
That was my plan. I don't know if anyone else has anything.
Yeah.
I've got no spell slots, no nothing.
You know, I thought we were doing a short rest and fucking off. That's fine. That's fine. We can change that from a short rest to a long rest. That's cool, Hubert.
All right.
And before we rest, I just want to check in with Moorish and just ask him in general about the demon thing. Do we need to be worried when we go to sleep?
Take a look in the journal, I suppose, see if it says anything. The one that I picked up from the room.
Make an intelligence check or investigation. Let's go investigation, which is still intelligence. 17 plus 4. Reading through the contents of it, you don't see anything that jumps out of you as like a reason to be concerned. Like, it doesn't mention anything about like what would happen if the demon was slayed. It seems like Gallic did not expect anything of that sort to happen.
I meant Moorish's demon.
Oh, mine. Oh,
his
no.
patron.
No, I mean, no, I don't. I have no idea. The voices haven't said anything recently, if that's what you mean. Like,
would you object to being bound while you sleep? Oh no, because then he'll get exhaustion. When he wakes up, he won't get a good night's rest.
No, I mean, depending. I'll say like, yeah, if you were tied up, Morris, you would still be able to get the benefits of a long rest. But character-wise,
like,
if you would object to that.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I would
it's
object
okay.
to that. Like, absolutely would not like to be bound in my sleep, to be perfectly honest with you. I will sleep in a different chamber if that makes you feel safer.
Hmm. You could
Doesn't
still
matter
get
now.
up while we all.
I mean, I don't sleep. I meditate as an elf. Like, so you could do a watch. on
Oh,
me
do
while
you
I...
own?
Yeah, I get
Do
4
you only
hours.
meditate for like 4 hours?
Yeah. So someone could
So
watch me
you,
if they can meditate as well.
Do you
Or
see any other elves here?
I have no idea. No, I don't know.
I
No.
will say you could also institute watches, a pretty standard thing, like
Yeah.
sleep.
Well, Erin's here, and I'll just have a word with Kieran. I'll be like, have a word with the girl, and just get her to watch Moorish while he meditates. If anything happens, she can wake us up.
Yeah, alright. Sure thing.
She responds to you.
Hey, Aaron.
Um,
How's it going?
I've had better days.
Yeah, I think we all have. Look, that elf there, just keep an eye on him. If anything funny goes on, more with the face, let us know.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, champ, you'll know when you see it. Give her a little bit of a friendly little punch in the shoulder.
She looks extremely unsure of herself, but accepts this.
I mean, this kid has seen some fucked up shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is like a 7-year-old kid.
Ah, a Syrian. I love him.
All right. So I take it you all settle in for your long rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already asleep.
I see you've already taken it. No worries. If there's anything anyone else would like to do or discuss,
Do we reset max HP on the long rest?
Yeah.
you do.
Okay.
So we're back to full.
Back to full.
Excellent.
Zell will just wake up. He'll rebind his arms, covering the burn on his arm, and then he'll just crack on with clearing out the
Alright.
where we move the rocks to.
Got it. As you're doing this work, Erin comes up from behind and she says, so did you know those people who attacked you?
The seeming leader of the group was the man that hired us for the task. Coming here was merely a trial, apparently, but it was all a ruse to acquire artifacts that we all held.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we're not gonna see them again, are we?
There's a possibility, but there's always danger in the world. It doesn't always have to be from one source.
She does not look reassured at this. She backs off and just gives a nod. All right. Okay. So it takes a little bit, but you manage to clear the rocks out of the chamber, and you all are free to move.
Let's get the fuck
Do as
out
you
of
like.
here.
Yeah, let's leave.
Yeah, we just gonna go back
Alright.
to town?
Where else?
I suppose. Do we want to go to Shady Creek where we got hired?
I mean, that's the closest settlement.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Adrian's not gonna go there. They're gonna go back to. Well, I doubt he's from the college he initially mentioned.
Probably not. Okay, yeah. It did seem too good to be true, didn't it?
I don't know if we should. Now you've mentioned it, I don't know if we should go back to Shady Creek. Is there anything we can roll, like a survival or anything, to know about any other settlements that are closer that aren't Shady Creek?
So,
Uh,
seeing as
yes.
I've been around this area for quite a while, keen mind, do I know of anything close that I've heard within the last month that would be better than Shady Creek, or just as good?
Interesting. As you're looking for settlements, right? Like towns
Yeah.
and stuff.
Town,
Okay.
village, whatever.
Let me. I will look up some stuff on my own end.
While you're doing that, like, we're not going to try and do any kind of tracking on them, or did they leave by magic means or something?
I mean, you can definitely take a look as you emerge at the front of the at the front of the cavern, the entrance to it. If you want to make survival checks to check for tracks and such, you certainly can. Alright, it's a 15. Okay. Yeah, actually, Kieran, you clock onto this pretty decently. It looks like they have indeed moved on physically, by physical means, on foot, deeper into the forest, heading northward, away from Shady Creek Run.
Oh,
Okay.
so they're going fully in. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, guys. Yeah, no, they are not going back to Shady Creek. They're going fully deeper into the forest.
Then let's go to Shady Creek.
And get some supplies and then
Yeah.
go follow them.
I suppose. Yeah.
Do you really
Would you
reckon,
please?
you really reckon it's a good idea to follow them?
Maybe we can catch a couple of them unawares. Give them the old, stealth attack.
I mean,
I was pretty determined to get this. Get
I-
her way back.
I don't know, mate. That seemed like we barely just survived. Might be a sign to cash out.
Well, I suppose if we actually had full health, we could have easily turned that around. We were in bits as it was.
And spells, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know about you, but I don't take kindly to being deceived and then almost murdered.
Yeah, that too. Those motherfuckers have my ring.
Those gauntlets were my father's, and I will get them back. You are free to check out if you please, but once I have resupplied, I am going back and I will find them.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm gonna
agreed.
start heading off to Shady Creek.
Erin speaks up as the group of you all are convened at the front of the group, and she says, so my master and I, we came from one of the families in Shady Creek, the Trebanes. If you can get me back to them, I think they might be able to reward you, if that means anything.
Yeah.
Just please don't leave me here. I don't.
We're not gonna leave you. I can
I-
take you back to the Trebanes. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take point.
All right.
Keep her at the back.
Got it.
Wait, are you gonna lead us back to Shady Creek?
I mean, you can come up the front with me if you want, but just keep the girl at the back. Like,
I'm gonna walk in step with Morris just in case I need to German suplex him if he goes all Cthulhu.
Specifically a German suplex.
please,
Specifically
please,
a German
please
suplex.
German suplex me.
Ja, was ist ein German Suplex? We want to know.
Exactly.
Ollie.
Dungeons and Dragons.
beautiful.
All right. Okay. Kieran, go ahead and make a survival check to brave the horrors of the wilderness. And Morris, why don't you just roll a straight D10 for me? 2. Okay. Okay. With a hang on. Let me. All right. A 2, huh? And a 13 on survival. You're not far from Shady Creek Run. Not far at all. Perhaps 20 miles all in all? No, not even 20, like 10. So there shouldn't be too much in the way of danger out here, or so you think, as you're making your trek. However, Kieran, in a rare moment of inattention, you are not particularly focused as you're moving through the wilderness, hand on your bow, and your thoughts are distracted. You're thinking of, I don't know what you're thinking of, but your thoughts are elsewhere. Perhaps you're thinking of Adrian, of getting revenge, or of cashing out, as it were. As you're stepping through, you hear a click underfoot. A click in the forest when normally the sounds are of snapping branches or rustling leaves. You hear a distinctly mechanical click. And then springing out of the brush are the teeth of a bear trap, a hunting trap, snapping around your ankle. As I need you to make Actually, there's no. Make a dexterity save at disadvantage. 13. Okay. You take d6. 7 points of piercing damage, and I will put you here. Let's say Morris was next to you. Let's say Morris fell behind a little bit. Sail's in step. Aaron's in the middle. Katsu and Ish, you can arrange yourselves as you like. As Kieran, you take 7 points of piercing damage as a trap springs around your ankles, and all around you, you hear whoops and hollers as bandits attack. Go ahead. Let me clear the initiative board, and then all of you can roll. Remove all turns. Go ahead and roll initiative as I place some fun people for you.
Nice Sail. Your initiative's always fucking awesome. It's a joke.
It's because I've got alert, so I get +5.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and roll for these guys.
Oh fuck! Is this the guys from the bar?
Some of them, maybe.
They are not the guys from the bar, but they are basically just grubby, disheveled commoners wielding daggers. These guys look.
Wielding initiative.
They look hungry. They look desperate, and they have currently gotten Kieran in a trap. And Kieran, you are immobilized for the time being. You can use your action to sort of break out of the trap, but it would be your action. Zale, you're the first to act immediately as these guys spring out of the woods.
I'm just gonna immediately take the initiative, and I'm just gonna sprint up into Rogue One's face,
All right.
and I'm
You're
going to look back at Moorish and make sure he's not dying of COVID-19,
Interesting possibility.
and then I'm going to take 2 Great Weapon Master Swings at Rogue One.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Feel free. Oh, that's not gonna do it, buddy.
18?
18. That will hit. 12.
22 damage.
Yeah, that kills this guy instantly.
So
Zale,
hold on.
you are fucking pissed off. You've been through enough shit. You got your gauntlets stolen from you. They belong to your father, as you said. You've been betrayed. You've been injured. You've been beaten down. You are filled with anger as you come through, and you skewer this fucking spindly little guy on the tip of your blade and ram him through and rip the blade out, and his entrails spill out in a steaming pile of viscera at your feet.
I still have 5 feet of movement left. Can I move over to Raider 1 and take a swing?
Sure can,
my-
man.
I'm going to take my bonus swing at the Raider. This is
Alright.
this is going to also be a Great Weapon Master swing.
Okay.
Ooh.
14. That misses, unfortunately.
And that's my son.
All right. Rogue 1 is dead. Rogue 2 is going to, seeing that you are in this predicament, Kieran, he's going to make a dagger attack at. Actually, he's going to hold until an ally is in range so he can get a sneak attack off. So he's going to wait to stab you. That's his turn. Morris, it is your turn.
Can I help Kieran?
Yeah, sure thing. You could use your action to break him out of the trap.
Yeah, I will move up to. Yeah, I'll use my action to let him out.
Alright, easy enough. If it were Kieran trying to do it, it would require a roll, but since you're on the outside, it's easy enough to just find the mechanism, undo it, and the trap releases his leg. You have your bonus and some movement left if you'd like to do anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up to 10 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna use. How far does Hex go? Yeah, I'm gonna use my Hex on the Raider 2.
Got it. Easy enough. Alright. End of your turn?
Don't know why I rolled, but yeah. Yeah, end of my turn.
Got it. The Raider... I almost want to have him kill the child, but I'm not going to be that cruel. And he recognizes that there's bigger threats on the board. Speaking of which, I should have Aaron roll initiative, shouldn't I? Oh wow, she rolled pretty good. Technically she should have gone before you, but whatever. I'm gonna have the raider make 2 attacks at you. How does his attacks work? He does make 2 battle axe attacks. It's a 19 to hit, and an
19 hits, 8 does not.
8 does not. Yep. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and he's going to use his bonus action for sweep the leg. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
Strength saving throw. Yep.
Mm.
4. As the raider swings his axe and catches you and hooks you around the knees, and you drop to the ground, prone.
Oof.
And immediately as that happens, the rogue is going to use his action his held action to make a sneak attack against you.
Alright.
At advantage. Dagger. That's a 25 to hit. 7
That makes sense.
piercing. Plus 14 from the sneak attack, so 21 total. As the rogue jumps over you and straddles you and rams his blade into your chest. That's that. We'll have we'll have Erin take her turn now, I guess. Terrified and afraid, she is just going to back away and get behind Katu. And that's you know what? She will make a magic stone attack. She will reach into a pouch at her side and bring out a stone and drop it into a sling, and she will hurl a rock at Raider 2. Oh wow, good job, girl. That's 8 bludgeoning damage as she clocks the Raider in the back of the head. Alright, so we come to... Raider 2 took his turn. Katu, it is your go.
Grand. I'm gonna move 15 feet. And take a swing at Raider 2.
Perfect.
Oh shit. Can I bonus action before I move?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking to rage?
I'm gonna rage. And I can only do 1 arm strikes because I have no weapon left.
That's... Do you have a javelin?
I do, but it's...
You can use it as a melee attack if you want.
Okay.
I mean, they are basically little spheres. We'll go with the... I mean, the first roll is already there, right? We can just use that.
It's not how that works.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna take a
14,
second attack.
14 does not hit. 18 does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Jeez.
6. Wow, yeah. Plus your rage damage, which would be 2, so 8 total. As you jam this javelin into him. Decent hit. Raider 1 is going to make attacks against you, Zale. 12 and 8. I don't think either of those hit, even with your reduced AC.
Both miss.
Alright, no worries. Okay, that's the end of turn. These commoners are going to move now. They do have multi-attack. This one, while you're prone, Kieran, is going to make 2 dagger stabs at you.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow. Wow. It's nice. Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction to. Oh no, I don't fucking have it anymore. Never mind.
Unfortunately. Take 5 points of piercing damage. He's going to stab you again.
Uh-huh.
That's also an 18.
Yeah,
You
that
are-
is it.
You are knocked unconscious as he stabs you
Yeah.
once again. Just a flurry of shiv stabs. Basically like prison style, grabbing you by the shoulder and just stabbing in and out and in and out.
It's not very kind.
It's not very kind at all, I think.
Bit uncouth, to be honest.
This other commoner is going to move to flank, and he's going to do the same thing to you, Zale. Auto roll damage and crit for eases. 1. Miss. Oh, that's a crit. Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage. As you are stabbed in the back. Alright. Kieran,
Bastard.
unconscious
Oh,
once again.
It's my turn now. Ah!
It is. I need you to make a death saving throw.
Let me...
Oh.
Big whammies. Okay, that's a save.
15. That's successful. Okay. It's yours. It is your turn.
Okay. Do we know what the looters or bandits are after?
It looks like they just attacked you out of nowhere. They, looking at them, they look fucking starving, man. They look extremely hungry.
So probably money or food.
Can I shout to the leader we don't need to do this. What is it you're after?
Okay. One guy turns his head, sort of looking out past Katu's shoulder, and he says, 100 gold! 100 gold and you're free to walk. Won't even finish off your friend.
I hand over 100 gold.
You'd have to walk quite some distance, although... Oh, you
Uh,
can. Yeah, I mean, you
I
can
shout-
walk with it.
I shout,
what's-
here, I have the 100 gold here. Take what you need.
The bandit grins his predatory grin, and he says, "Oh, really? Okay, okay. Take it easy, boys. We got a live one." And all right. Anything else for your turn, Mr. Ish?
No, that will be it.
Okay, got it.
Katu gives Ish an absolutely disgusted look.
All right, we come back. Zale, it is your turn. You look. The raiders seem relaxed for a moment as they look toward their leader, and their pulped ally, and he says, "Ah, looks like we don't have to do this after all, eh, buddy?"
No, we do.
That's a
It's violence.
15 against the raider.
16 AC. Unfortunately, they have scale mail.
Goddamn.
Not
That's-
not scale mail, chain mail.
That's my
Um,
turn.
And as you miss your attack, he is going to use blunt riposte. When a creature misses with a melee attack, he can do this. Oh, it misses. He tries to smash you with the blunt end of his axe, and he just whiffs. All right.
I have a question.
Yep.
Mechanics question. See the double roll there, attack 12, 15. What's that? Is that disadvantage or is that just it does twice?
So, just for ease of use on my sake, I have it roll always with advantage, but if they don't actually have advantage, I just go with the one on the left. If they do have advantage, then we take the higher or the
Alright,
lower for
cool.
disadvantage.
Cheers.
No worries, man. Alright, Rogue 2. Kieran is down. Zale made that attack. He's going to circle around, get behind... Well, he's going to go up to you, Ish. Say, "Give me the gold! Give me the gold!"
Here, I can see that you're hungry and you're desperate. Go home to your family while you still can.
I don't have a family, asshole! And he's gonna stab you. Okay. That's a 21 to hit. You take 5 points of piercing damage. No sneak attack on the... Well, would Ish be surprised? Would Ish yours be surprised by this, Kutch? Or would he expect this?
He'd be surprised.
Okay, let's... That'd be sneak attack then. So you take a total of 15 points of piercing damage as the rogue takes your gold in one hand and with the other brings up the dagger and rams it into your chest. And the raider behind just laughs. Fucking idiots, I tell ya. Alright. And that is the end of his turn. Aaron is going to...
Be more
he
useful than
doesn't-
Kutch.
I mean, possibly. She's gonna make a sling attack at the rogue. That's an 8 to hit. That does not hit. Morris, it is your turn.
I'm gonna step up to the raider that's next. Katu's next to.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do an attack with green flame blade.
Got it. $19 definitely hits, man.
So that's 2d6 plus 5.
13, good hit.
The green flame's gonna jump to the Shady Creek Commoner as well.
Fucking. I think that's actually the first time you've managed to get that off.
Yeah, it is,
properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
You got it on the warg and the
Oh, I
killer
did.
guy.
Yeah, with Veccan and the
Oh.
warlock. Yes.
Nice. All right. So.
And then Hex
bring
as
your
well. I'd also have Hex on the.
Oh yeah, your hex, your hex. Stack it up, man. Stack it up.
Another 2.
2. Well, I'll tell you, man. This guy did not have a ton of hit points left. 13. He had 16 left. Yeah, you didn't even need the hex. He had 16 hit points left. 13 plus 8 is 21. The commoners have exactly 10 hit points. So, you bring your greatsword up in 2 hands, and the flames build up along the length. and you sweep out with a double-handed upward strike that cleaves the guy across the shoulder, and the flames form an arc that cuts clean through him, severing him in two, and the arc of fire goes and washes over the Shady Creek commoner as he is lit incandescent and goes down screaming. And these
Wow.
two are both dead at your feet. The smell of charred flesh fills the air.
I use my bonus action to move the hex onto Raider 1.
Got it.
How much movement do I have left? Can't remember where I started. Is it here?
We're got like 25 left.
So I have 30 feet movement speed. Was I 5 feet away or 10 feet away when I moved?
Oh, sorry, then 20. My bad.
Okay, cool.
I think you were there, right? Like right next to him?
No,
I don't remember.
moved in. I moved in.
So you might have been...
I think I was
We'll say you have
or
20 feet.
Here. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to engage the... hang on, can I get 5, 10, 50? Yeah, I can. I want to get this side of it so I get flanking.
Nice. You got it, brother.
And then end my turn.
Katsu.
Karu is going to move. They are. Sorry, I'm sorry, I've lost my browser. Misses, I believe.
14. That does miss, unfortunately. These rogues are evasive. 26 definitely hits, though. 6 plus 2 from your rage is 8 total. As you jab the guy in the back. Pretty decent hit.
Oh, was that not an advantage because of Ish?
It's plus 2 on... Actually, it's plus 2 because of flanking. So the 14 would turn into a 16, which does hit. So go ahead and roll an extra bit of damage. 9 for a total of 11. Doing... Yeah, no, that'll do it. How do you want to... Alright, so you take your javelin in 2 hands. It's no replacement for Star Fury. It doesn't have the same weight or the same impact. Stabbing things just doesn't feel as good as smashing them, but it's still serviceable as you jab the rogue once in the lower back, and then bring the blade up again. And as he's curving in on himself, you take the javelin in 2 hands and ram it down through the base of his neck, ripping the blade out, the point of the spear out through his throat, as he drops dead at your feet. Right. And any movement from you, or bonus action?
I'm going to move. So as far as I can get, isn't it?
Alright. Sounds great. Raider 1. Bunch of his buddies are dying now. He's got this weird hex magic on him. He's just gonna break and run. He's gonna use his action to disengage. He's going to run 30 feet, attempting to flee into the forest. And...
Did he disengage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say otherwise I get an attack.
I mean, I suppose I can... I was gonna treat it like Monopoly, where if someone lands on your space and no one says anything. But I'll just tell you, Sentinel, you can make an attack even if someone takes a disengage action.
I forgot about that. So I'll swing it in as he's running away.
Alright, fuck him up, man.
Yeah.
12 misses. Alright. So he moves his 30 feet. He's gonna use his action to flee and essentially disappear into the wilderness. And that is the end of that guy's go. The commoner, he is going to fall to his knees and surrounded by the lot of you and say, I'm sorry! It wasn't my idea! I didn't want to do it!
Grab him by the shoulders, turn him around and kick him on the ass and send him on his way.
Can I make an insight check on that plea?
Go ahead and make an insight check, sure.
God damn it.
8. Yeah, seems to be telling the truth. He's going to run. You used your reaction to kick the other guy, so 30 feet, and he also flees into the forest and is gone.
Let's go get...
As this...
Run over to Kieran and try and stabilize him, I suppose, with my minus.
Okay.
Does anyone have any good medicine?
I will just walk over and I will, what is it? Lay on hands 15 hit points.
15 hit points. Excellent. Kieran, the only one to take a sizable blow from this encounter, as the tip of the spear took the worst of the ambush.
Bodied at the
Um,
start.
Right. But you've come back to consciousness, alive and injured, and oh yeah, these woods are pretty dangerous. You're near one of the worst hives of criminal activity this side of the continent. But you're alive. All of you seem to be.
Right. Let's keep going then.
Yeah. Can we search the bodies? Can I search? I'm guessing they have nothing on them, being that they were hungry. Looting.
Go ahead and make it. You can get your 100 gold. You can. The rogue's pockets aren't so deep that he would instantly lose all that. Make an investigation. Perfect. You find their weapons. The raiders have some nice battle axes that look a little chipped and rusted, but will serve as weapons.
Does Katu want a battle axe?
Yeah, I could definitely do with an upgrade.
I'll chuck Katu
Yeah.
one of the battle axes.
Go ahead and add that to your inventory, Katu. You should just be able to find it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
If you go to
It's better
Perfect.
than nothing, isn't it?
better than the javelin, to be sure.
And if we get a good reward, maybe we can go and buy some new weapons for everyone. For bringing Aaron back.
All right.
I bet we send a tow back first.
Jesus
No, Jesus fuck. Aaron's eyes go wide.
I'm joking.
I know.
Oh no, I'm talking to her.
Oh. Aaron just gulps and looks. To Ish as the most overtly friendly person in the group. That's close. Kieran's been pretty nice to her too, but Kieran's also badly injured. She just hides behind you, Ish, in your armor and shield.
There, little one. I won't let them hurt you.
Okay.
Even though she's probably bigger than me.
They're about the same size, actually.
Okay.
Anyway, take it you guys continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nothing else jumps out to molest you, as it were, as you move through the forest. Having learned your lesson, you keep closer eye on the forest and the floor. No more traps this time, no ambushes. And eventually you come past the wasted forest and the gnarled trees and the ashen ground, and come to the outskirts of Shady Creek Run, where the farms and the fields are. You pass through out of the forest line and onto the roads. An interesting sight, all of you. You've gotten your long rest in, so your wounds have recovered to a certain extent, but you are still soaked in blood and cut and slashed all over. Those of you who don't have magical armor, your armor is in quite a state of disrepair. No mechanical change, but it looks quite nasty. Some people give you a wide berth as you move through. Some give you concern, but this is Shady Creek Run, and this sort of thing isn't too out of the ordinary. And before too long, you have made it back into the settlement proper. We have about 4 minutes left in our session, but just as you come to I don't want to call it the entrance to the town, but sort of coming into the main heart of it, like the outskirts of downtown, as it were. What's the first place you all would think to go to?
An inn to get washed up.
The
I was
temple.
going to ask Erin how close the estate is that she was on about.
Chobani or whatever.
Yeah, the family.
So I think from here it's probably about an hour's walk to the west.
I'm happy to do that.
I think we could just walk to the estate, and then if it's an estate, I'm sure they would have
Facilities.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Facilities that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
So-
it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll take it to the estate.
Okay, got it. So, continuing on your way, walking through the streets of Shady Creek Run, these dilapidated and mud-soaked roads with decrepit buildings at your side, most of them sagging in on themselves, several of them looking like they've been kept standing with these bits of wood and metal just sort of bolted on to the sides. The whole place in a state of disrepair. You pass by guards in ill-fitting clothes, and not quite guards actually, more like gang members tasked with keeping some semblance of peace, though there are no laws in the run. You move on and on. And eventually, you, after an hour's walk, you come to what looks like a nicer part of town. Buildings a little bit better off. Um, and you come to the outside gate of this big mansion, 3 stories tall, sort of a lower level. The first floor is stone and elevated, like an elevated foundation, basically, with a sweeping circular staircase leading down, and a wide courtyard with a fountain in the middle. The fountain, the top of it at least, is has sort of a it's a carving of a woman in mage's robes holding up some kind of orb in her right hand, high up, and from the orb, water spews down and into the bed of the fountain. There are 2 guards posted at the gates in these sort of ornate, well-crafted breastplates. They eye your party as you approach with suspicion. Um, and, well, that's where we'll leave the session here, I suppose, as you have made it to the front entrance of the Trebain Manor.
I was gonna say, what's her second name? We never asked it.
Aaron?
Yeah, did we?
No, yeah, you didn't ask,
No.
but I suppose we'll have to leave that to next session.
She's a crime lord family.
Seemingly a part of one, at least. But, all right. So that closes our session here. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, it was. Catch you in a bit, everyone.
That didn't go at all how I thought it